Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Earth Warrior. I'm Brooke. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if it's your first time. Sorry, I thought I had this where I wanted it, but I guess not. Okay, so yes, please hit the subscribe button if it is your first time. Hit the like button, it is going to help me a lot. I hope everyone's doing well. So this is going to be a weekly energy reading for all signs. So I did this last weekend for a weekend read, and it's pretty time consuming for me, at least. So I've decided to keep doing it because a few people told me that they liked it. So I'll see how it goes for a little while, see if it gains any momentum. But instead of the weekend, we're going to make it a weekly. So, you know what? I did not protect the reading before I turned the camera on. I usually do that, so I'm going to do that now. And then we will get a collective card, a card for the collective, and I will go into the signs. Oh, I know I was forgetting something. So these readings are not time specific. Whenever you come across it, it is for you. It's going to be for a week span of time. Remember that energies are fluid. It could be your energy that I'm picking up on, a cross watcher, the energy of somebody that you're connected to. So you would have to take the energy and apply it how it goes. However, you know, this is a general and it cannot possibly resonate for every person, right? That's a certain sign. So if it doesn't, if you're finding that it's not your story, just check with your other placements, your other signs, or check back with me, okay? Don't get caught up on the signs. We can all show up in any of the energies. Don't get caught up on the genders of the cards, okay? So, that being said, let's go ahead and protect the reading. I draw a circle of protection around myself, this reading, and anyone watching this reading. I call in God, my higher self, my spirit guides, and any deities that are deemed necessary to be here for a clear message for everyone involved's highest good. I set my ego to the side and anything else is cast out. And so it is. So mote it be. Amen. All right. So this is where we get spirit guide advice. So now whatever you resonate with, angels, spirit guides, higher self, crossed over loved ones, any other deities that want to come through that are supporting us and helping us, guiding us. So this is, you know, where messages from them can come through. It's also where I take time to say thank you to my spiritual team, God, my higher self, my way showers, and to you guys, well, to them for helping me deliver these messages and keeping me protected and all of that good stuff through all of this, and also to you guys and your guides for helping me deliver these messages to you guys for receiving them. Okay, I feel like I've been talking so much. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for the collective as we get this reading started? Thank you. I want to say this was the card that came out for the weekend energy. If not, it came out for something else, but I want to say that's what it came out for. Okay, so, oh, that's a number 5. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this happened for somebody that I did a reading for. It was a personal, but like all the numbers on my table lined up. It was crazy. And it's happening kind of here. This is the number 5. The number 14, which would break down to a 5 because it's the 14th today. Here's a 1. 24. Well, never mind. I'm seeing things. I thought that was going to break down to a 5 as well. I guess I thought it was a number 14 when I looked at it. Okay, never mind. Still. That's still what? I don't know. The beauty way of the Navajo, and oh, guardian of, so this talks all about, you know, ancestors that we pay homage to as well. Interesting. So I don't know that I've been toying with the idea of just not reading these all the way through, just kind of like summing them up, because it does take a lot of time. And if you enjoy me, if you're somebody that's you know, a couple of people that have watched a few of my videos, let me know how you feel about me reading these each time. Or, you know, do you enjoy them enough for me to keep doing it? Or should I just summarize them? This is a short one. I'm going to read it. Okay, so with this one, okay. You are my sacred earth child, and I am your divine mother, earth mother. With unconditional love, I provide all that you want and need so that you may fulfill your sacred destiny. We will always belong to each other. With abundance and generosity, I support you, revealing the divine beauty meant for you so that joy and awe shall fill your soul. Relax now. It is time for you to be healed. There is a beautiful solution available. Do not place your faith in worry or stress. Allow life to unfold as you relax and give yourself permission to rest within the vastness beauty of nature. You will become receptive to the best way to handle things. Don't try to figure it out by force. Let go and trust that what is needed is coming to you at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Your peaceful mind shall perceive readily and accurately all that you need to know. So this just talks about healing and kind of like letting go and allowing life to unfold naturally. It's also a 1. It's a new beginning. Like that's a 1 is our numbers of beginnings. Okay. So what's that, number 24? All right. No matter how compelling an experience of challenge, darkness, or defeat may seem, you have divine protection and the promise of safe passage through to the dawn. You will see and hear truth of light. You shall not be alone on this journey. Soul guides now help you find your true north. If you have been proceeding along a dangerous path, even unknowingly, Payu will navigate you safely away from evil and ill-wishing, guiding you back to your higher purpose and sacred path. Information that may have been hidden for a time will come to light. There is a guiding intelligence assisting you safely through a situation in your life that is otherwise confusing or dangerous for you. There are divine powers helping you in all situations to do with battles, unfairness, or injustice, whether you consciously are aware of these things or not. Trust in the signs that you see, and especially in the truth that you hear, sometimes beneath what is actually being said. The accuracy of your insights and perceptions are heightened at this time. Amakua in Hawaiian refers to venerable ancestors, okay? Those venerable ancestors are your ancestors, and that you pay homage to, right? That you, you know, it's just depending, I guess, would that be considered paying homage? Like going to a gravesite and leaving flowers, but, you know, you might have an altar or something in your home where you light candles for love, you know, ancestors, stuff like that, right? So this oracle also indicates that loved ones on the other side are sending you love and assistance and are receiving your prayers and intentions for their own healing. Okay. Also, this makes me think of that, like, it's like when you heal yourself, you heal your, like you can hear, maybe you can. When you heal yourself, you can hear your ancestors. No, but true, right? But when you heal yourself, you heal generations before that even came before you, right? You can heal past generational shit, past curses. You can break those curses, right? But so this just shows that we do have our ancestors are definitely coming through at this time, you know, for the next week from whenever you're watching this. So, all right, this is where we will start getting into the reading. And you know what? I was going to make a new list because I don't want to like do them in the same order that I always do, even though it doesn't matter because they're time stamped. Maybe I'll just leave it this way. Okay. So Aries is first because I already have this written down. Aries, let's get what's coming towards you. What energies do you need to be aware of for the next week? Spirit, please tap me into the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers. 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. After a certain amount of time, my little lights here will go off. I just looked over and realized they weren't on anymore. Okay, so, yes. So, Aries. Maybe your week's going to be going, maybe there's going to be some type of delay, Aries. And Aries doesn't like that. Something maybe not moving quick enough for you, Aries. Past. What the heck? Queen of Swords. That is air energy. Oh, look. One's flipped and the devil's at the bottom. But I know Aries Aries don't have no problem. Aries, they don't have really much of a problem with their Queen of Swords energy either, with their communication, like are saying, speaking clearly, or, you know, this type of an energy. Oh, look at there, 6 of Cups. Okay. Okay, and we got the Capricorn energy, double here at the bottom. All right, present. Queen of Wands, 2 queens, and there's actually, appears to be 2 lions there too. The moon at the bottom. Teacher. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. The Magician is here at the bottom. All right. So when I picked the cards, I'm guided. I picked them. You know, I let Spirit basically pick the cards. So, these cards haven't come out in a while, and these cards, I believe they're German. No, they're not German. What is it? Italy? Italian? I don't know. But they're very different, like even in their meanings and everything. And they usually come along with a serious, or the tone of the message is usually kind of like, it's not sugar-coated. All right. I guess I should say, oh, Empress. Nice. You know, it's funny. Look at this card that's at the bottom. Because, why it's funny, I'm going to tell you. 3 of Wands. When this card came out, for some reason, I thought about this card. Because I actually got these cards out to do this reading. And I ended up doing another reading, which I used them for as well. And so now I'm doing this one. So I already used these right before I did this reading. And, this card came out, the 3 of Wands in this deck. And I thought about this card when I saw this card, the 3 of Pentacles. Because in this deck, the 3 of Wands talks about the creator of all that is. And I think the reason that why I thought about it was because the Three of Pentacles is like, it makes me think of co-creating a lot of times because it's teamwork. It's like 3 or more people working towards a common goal, or, you know, working as a team, you know, to co-create something, right? And so I guess, I don't know why, well, I do know why, because I'm doing a reading and I'm channeling. So, and then this energy is showing up here again, just as confirmation. There's something here to do with what you are creating, okay? And it could definitely be co-creating, like with the universe here. All right. And also a number 3, and so there's 2 3s here with the Empress. Yeah, the Empress. Okay. Queen of Wands is definitely your energy. 2 6s, so 3 6s here now. 6 6 with the ancestors, so coming through. Or that card, you know, the oracle about ancestors. Damn it. All right, let's get to it. Guess what card came out? To clarify this card. I guess I don't need to explain to you what that means since I already just did. I love when this happens. Okay. Yes, Lord. I love confirmation. I mean, you don't always need it, but damn, it feels good. And it's just fun. Because that's to me, when I'm doing these readings and shit like this happens, and, you know, I still get surprised. I say I'm not going to anymore because it happens all the time. But, I mean, I just love it. Like, it really confirms that you are co-creating, you're listening, I'm listening, it just confirms that what I'm picking up on is what it is, right? For this card to come out like that after I already picked up on the fact that they were related like that. So, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Strength card. So look at this. 2 major arcanas here at the bottom of the deck. The Manifestor, the Master of Illusion in some cases, but the Magician can manifest anything. Kind of like good at manipulating and controlling all of the elements. You know, I usually don't go into that much detail here with this Magician card, but there must be a reason. And the Strength card. This is strength. This talks about willpower. It talks about having emotional strength, physical. I mean, it could be many things, but I feel like this is just, it's very much taming the beast type, but it's inner, it's willpower type of an energy. Look, you might, you know, the ancestors might be trying to get your attention. There might be things falling around you. There might be, you know, something. That thing keeps falling. I don't always fall like that. I mean, I know I keep hitting the table, but I do that in all my readings. Okay. So let's get into this. So we're going to talk about this. To me is like a past, present, future, but this is a week span. So we're just looking at what energy is behind what you will be dealing with, like in the present, right? With the 6 of Swords and this. And keep in mind that time is different for everyone, right? It's fluid and it's different for everyone. So, you know, for some people, you just take the energy and apply it where it goes, because you may be just now coming into this past energy that I'm calling the past energy, right? We're just doing this for linear sake, right? So that we can kind of get but it's going to be different for everyone. So we're calling this past, present, future though. Okay. In the past, what we're calling the past, right? I usually don't go into that much detail about that. But, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia, thinking back to the past, thinking, you know, about happy times, maybe in some cases better times. It definitely can have to do with a soulmate, you know, somebody that you've known for your whole life or for a long time, since childhood, or that you have had other lifetimes with, right? In other lives, you've spent time together. Soulmates come in all different shapes, sizes, and for lengths of time. So I'm not going to get into that, but that's that type of an energy showing up there. You'll know, you know, what it is for you. Then we have the Empress. The motherly, mature woman, abundant, fertile. You know, the Empress can represent a pregnant woman at times, but it is just like a mother type of an energy. It is someone who is mature and wise in the way that she is able to, I didn't want to call it shape-shifting, but that's what came to mind, are morph into any, you know, she's fully capable of embodying, and she's kind of perfected the energies of the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups. You know, she's mastered her emotions. She can control her. She can step into whatever role that she needs to. Okay, this is, that's in its major arcana. It's Taurus and Libra energy, but could be any sign. Definitely this could be, you know, somebody else. This could definitely be two different energies here. It could be a mother, literally. It could be, don't get caught up on the signs, an air sign showing up here in the past, or a Taurus or a Libra. Could be a Libra. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress here. So let's see. One of these could be you. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's very logical, mind over feelings, you know, head over heart decisions, but very just, you know, just maybe a little cold at some point sometimes. Do you understand? Six of Cups with the Six of Cups here. So, double confirmation of that. Aries. This, okay, in this particular deck, though, this Six of Cups talks about remembering who you are more than, you know, like a soulmate. To me, I always feel like this is just reflecting on and getting back to who you are. This card can represent your job. It also, to me, represents breaking chains, things that have kept you kind of like stuck. So, you know, now you're sailing, you know, on a journey, kind of like broken free from something. Let me see something real quick, Aries. That's the right one? Yes. The Hunted One. Whenever one is submitted to a lashing whip in pain, one runs as far as possible. It's interesting. Okay, Aries, you're going to get a serious message. Didn't I say that when these cards came out? Or when I said it when I said it. So let me get one more on this, just real quick, okay? Didn't the devil try to come out when we were going over this at first time? It was at the bottom of the deck, right? Here we have the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. Devil fell out. Capricorn energy. It's another major arcana. To me, this would represent some type of toxic, if there's a soulmate here, it was kind of like a codependent, or there was something within the relationship that was kind of toxic that somebody has broken free from in the past, you know, that recently. It could be however long it was for you. It could have been in the recent past, you know, it could have been something that you've been dealing with for a long time. We do have a lot of sixes here. 2 3s over here. Okay, there could be definitely a third-party situation involved here as well, because we have the Three of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. We have, and then over here, you know, we have 2 3s. Okay. And the other reason why I say this is toxic, because I went ahead and read this. Six of Swords is about, they're about mental. Dang, we have 1 2 3 4 6s. Okay. Six of Swords is about mental thoughts and communication. Air energy, okay? It's usually moving away from a bad situation, moving towards a better situation. In this deck, it's not like moving with grace, particularly. It's running away from a lashing. So this would be like somebody telling you something you don't want to hear. Or it's just like, you know, it's like it says whenever one is submitted to a lashing, one runs away in fear. Is that what it says? The hunted one. Whenever one is submitted to a lashing, whip, and pain, one runs. Oh, run. I'm sorry, not fear, but one runs as far as possible. So, I mean, it is still moving from a bad situation to a better situation, but it's because of pain. It's because I feel like of this heartbreak energy. Three of Swords is like something that's coming between a connection between two people, right? Three of Swords is heartbroken type of an energy. So there was something here in the past with a soulmate that, you know, there could have been somebody that you've been in your life for a long time, or you have a connection with them that you know, you feel like maybe you've known them in other lifetimes. But there was something toxic here with this devil energy, you know, where maybe you did have to make head over heart decisions, okay? And kind of like, yes, it was a soulmate, but you had to remember like who you are, okay? And that's the energy. So you kind of like broke free. You broke this chain. You broke some, you know? The devil is anything that keeps you feeling bound and tied to something, stuck, tied down. Well, this would be breaking that devil energy, right? So here you are. Now we're getting to what's going on. It takes me a minute sometimes, guys. Here you are, moving away. Whether it be like, you know, it's because, well, what makes you change and move and grow? Things that are uncomfortable, things that are painful, causes change. And soulmates. Soulmates are real good at that because we have these deep connections to them. So, you know, when they cause us pain, or those lessons that we learn from them are so deep and so much more impactful, right? So this feels like something that felt very deeply. It was very painful, and it was so painful that somebody had to really kind of like move away from it, probably quickly, right? And this could definitely be your energy here with this Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So let's go ahead and see what comes out. Ace of Cups trying to slide out there. Kids are getting kind of loud. King of Cups where the deck split, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay, Aries. So, here's what's going on with Aries this week. There's some type, so it's going to be different, especially for everyone. This could be something that happened a long time ago that you've been carrying with you for a long time. This could be something that happened last week or yesterday or whatever. But this is a connection, a soul connection, a soulmate. We have many, so this isn't the end-all be-all of soulmates, but it's definitely a significant soulmate, okay? And what it is this connection with this person has carried over into like whatever you're going to be dealing with this week. Whatever you're going to be dealing with this week related to relationships, right? And commitments, where you are not really wanting one. Okay, now you take the energy and apply it how it goes, because one second. Look what's at the bottom again. Yes. This heartbreak infected you, Aries. It was a big one, okay? And it's kept you from wanting to invest in anything more than a little bit of, so it's like you're the Queen of Wands, but it's like all that you're really willing to, you know, it's like you're not really willing to entertain anything more than a little bit of flirting, maybe, you know, a little bit of passion, you know, with this page. because of this heartbreak, something that has happened in the past, right? So it's like you're not really even giving anybody a fair chance, and you don't want to at this point, right? As far as relationships are concerned. So future energy here is exactly what we already picked up on, that came through pretty strongly, was that this is like this co-creating that you're not really doing. You're not. So what is the... So look at this. The Empress energy could be you or somebody you're connected to. Because here's the Empress again, which we already have over here, right? And the Six of Swords is what came out, which is the same card as this. Double, like more confirmation, right? Those two are the same card, different deck. Got a lot of cards here, folks. So whenever things start coming out like that, synchronistic numbers, like repeating cards, Six of Cups, Empress, like that's significant. Six of Swords, even 2 3s right here. So there's a big thing here with you co-creating with the universe. The Empress. All of nature is connected and you are part of that whole. So guys, what did I say you're talking about? We're talking about with these cards here, what I'm picking up on. This co-creating that you're doing, co-creating with the universe, allowing the universe to flow through you, right? Not fighting it, not trying to impose your will. Like this is the strength, right? Not trying to impose your will on the situation, not trying to force anything. Really just allowing, you know, whatever's going to happen. I'm not, look at this. Is that the 6? No, that's 5. Okay. So, so this card, this particular Empress, like that other one that I started reading is very, someone who's very fierce and protective, like a mother bear type of an energy with the Empress. This one is like how it talks about all of nature is connected and you are part of that whole. It's like how everything is connected, right? It's co-creating. It's being in alignment and flow with the universe and realizing that everything is connected. Take care of the earth's creatures and receive their love in return. Nurturing, caretaking, Earth Mother. Didn't that card say, I am your Earth Mother and you are my child? Okay. So it's like here, it's like, there's maybe, possibly, you guys, there could be something going on with relationships where you are not allowing something to happen. You are blocking yourself from art. Maybe not yet, but maybe like just your energy, if something did present itself, you're too closed off, right? It's like you're too needing to let go of something or a relationship that's happened in the past, because there may be something that the universe is trying to offer you where you're not open to it, right? With this 4 of Cups, it talks about being closed off from offers, not accepting, being bored and discontent, right? We've already talked about that. Just being cool with the lighthearted shit, but nothing really significant. You're not wanting to go too deep with anything. So here it's like it's saying that you're not in flow. Okay, you are not in flow. The universe is trying to create with you, and you are not being a team player, Aries. So kind of get back into that, into tune. Pray, meditate, talk to God, do whatever you would have to do. Surrender, God, your will, not mine. Be done, okay? Let me get one of these to go with it and see if there's anything else. Woo! How are we at? Oh, just a moment. Yes, okay. I don't like to say that you, like there are tests or karmic tests, but this represents karmic situations, and that you could possibly be going to be tested. This card represents, can represent a thief. It's kind of like a sneaking, you know, stealing type of an energy with this. It's a 23, so that breaks down to a 5, which was a number of change and conflict. So it's just like a conflicting type of an energy here with these mice. It could be like people or things around you that are not on the up and up. But here I just feel like it's like this with the 6 of Swords, it's like moving away from these karmic types of situations, moving away from thinking that this is all that there is, because there is definitely more available to you. And I feel like this is like the universe trying to get you energetically ready for what's coming in. Okay, this is your message to start opening up and thinking a little bit outside of what you think is going to happen, or you know, just be open, Aries. Damn it, be open. Don't close people off. Don't hold on. Definitely let go, release. Maybe work on releasing whatever traumas or heartbreak was connected to this past soulmate. Is definitely a start to get to where you can start co-creating and not be resisting. Okay, thank you so much, Aries. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Whoever is welcome if you're drawn to this. Okay, Spirit, please tap me into the zodiac sign of Libra. What do they most need to know about the energies coming towards them this week, or what they will be dealing with? Okay. Okay, so Wands broken out. Okay, it's a Tower. So that's the past energy, right? And remember, time is fluid, so, you know, take the energy and apply it how I go. Present. Okay. Oh, I seen that a second ago too. 8 of Cups. Wow. Wow. Okay. You could possibly be walking away from some type of soulmate. Because we have the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Swords here. That's like a painful ending with betrayal and all kinds of backstabbing and, you know, heartbreak. So, I mean, that's all kind of coinciding with like this Tower energy. Walking away from something, you or someone else. It was divine time and destiny, because those cards that just popped up at me are the Star card and the Wheel card. So that talks about, you know, it was destined. It was... Okay. King of Swords. So, which, I mean, that is, we are in Libra, so... 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Lots of mental conflict. Look, poking out behind that. 5 of... Okay, Libra. So this reading is going to be, you know, you'll know if this reading, if you're not dealing with some type of, you know, something that's kind of like shaking your world, or haven't in the recent past, have felt some type of Tower moment. Something happened. Usually it happens, sometimes out of nowhere, like this lightning hitting this tower here. It can be definitely can be divine intervention. Sometimes something happens that something needs to change, and there needs to be an ending, or towers need to crumble, right? So new things can be built, type of an energy. So this isn't what you're going through, or you don't know what this could be, this might not be the reading for you. Okay, check back with me, check your other signs, because this reading is going to be, I mean, this is, you know, something happened, and I'm feeling that it was something that may have been really sudden and unexpected. it's causing you or somebody else to have to walk away. The Eight of Cups is where you're walking. Well, you're walking. The good news about this is you're walking towards the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Okay, but to get there, you have to leave behind. These cups are filled with the emotions, yours and other people's, that were served you well at one time. They were very important to you. They taught you many lessons. You have connections, you know. But in order to grow, in order to get to wish fulfillment and emotional happiness, you have to leave them behind. You have to leave them there and walk away. Okay, so this is the current energy. And then the King of Swords. This is definitely you showing up in your, I mean, could be, right? You showing up very much in your element. The air King of Swords, very logical. I mean, but over here we have like this anxiety and worry, like type of an energy. So let's see. The Tower. Let's get some clarifiers and then we'll get down into it. Get down into it. Libra, Libra. That's too many. Lord. Okay, hold on. Justice. That is major arcana for Libra. So more Libra energy. Justice. With the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energies. The Tower can be scorpionic energy. Look. Oh my goodness. Okay. Queen of Cups coming out. I'm sorry. Queen of Pentacles coming out with the Eight of Cups. So that's Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Look, we have the Tower again showing up there with the deck split with the Six of Swords, which talks about pain and lashing, like you know, this is moving away from something that was painful and trying to move towards something better. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out, Libra. I don't know what. I'm just trying to fill this out. Hold on. Dang. Okay, so the King of Cups is at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, Six of Cups. Libra. Let me fill this out, okay, for a second. All right, so before the Tower came out, the card that popped out was the Ace of Wands. So that energy is definitely here. That would be a passionate new beginning, a new start towards something. It can be the male phallic as well. Check it out. So the Nine of Swords is coming out as well, which that's just more confirmation of that energy here with the Nine of Swords. This is anxiety and worry. A lot of the times, though, it's not as bad as you think, especially in this card. It's just a big old bunny, right? But they're terrified. But it's like if they want, once you face it, or once, like, that is one way to free yourself of Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords energy, is to just face what it is that is making you feel. Swords are mental. It's making you feel mentally trapped. It's like you're being on a repeating loop in your head with these thoughts. These thoughts just keep repeating, and they're keeping you from, you know, seeing other things, or keeping you distracted for many things. But this is like losing sleep, anxiety, worry, stress. Okay. This Queen of Cups talks about remembering things fondly. It's like a Six of Cups energy, honestly. Let me tell you. Let me see. Recollection. Sometimes we experience new sensations from past recollections when we look within ourselves. That's like the Six of Cups energy. It can be. It's like looking back, remembering, right? Looking back at past situations and seeing it differently than we did at the time when it happened, type of an energy. Just thinking back to other times too, and cups are all about emotions and intuition, okay, feelings. So definitely something happened here. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I felt it as I was laying the cards out, Libra. May have to edit this to where and just sit here and fill it out for a second, because good God, what is it? Again, the will, this divine, this destiny, divine timing, right? I feel like this was divine intervention, this Tower. I feel like this is something that happened very suddenly. I feel like that I do feel like we always have free will, right? But there are also divine things that happen. There are things that happen due to the karma that we put out there, right? Karma comes back around. This wheel turns, and depending on what choices that we've made with our free will, other things happen, right? It's like this path. We pick paths, right? But I feel like here in the recent past, far past, you know, this is just a past energy. It's a general reading, so it's going to be different for everyone. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a year ago. But this is a past energy. This is just the supporting energy to what you're going to be going through this week, right? So you decide what this Tower is that happened. Oh, why do I have that? Okay. But we do have a pair here. I have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here. This is somebody who uses relationships to get what they want. They kind of like use emotions to control relationships. It's in this deck. So this is somebody who definitely withholds emotions in this deck. Not always. I'm feeling it that here, though. Especially since we have the Eight of Cups here. So here's what happened in the past. Look, over here at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. These are both the same card, right? And then the Nine of Swords. And what do we have underneath the King of Cups? So this is just confirmation, guys. This is what I'm talking about here. Over here, we have the King of Cups. Look at this. Sorry, give me a second, because this is insane. Nine of Swords, King of Cups, Eight of Cups. Nine of Swords, King of Cups, Eight of Cups. Okay, so you could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you were walking away from. You or they're walking away from you. But Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, King of Cups, or this is just all about emotions, right? Definitely about emotions. I feel like there's a pair here. There's a couple here where maybe the feminine side of it is looking back over. This could have been a relationship that has gone on for a while. I feel like this Queen of Cups is probably Libra energy. We have the Justice here. But I feel like somebody just decided, like, this is not serving me. This is not making me happy. This does not feel good. For whatever reason, there was a Tower moment. There was their justice needed to be restored. So, there definitely could be dealing with a King of Cups energy, somebody that withheld their emotions or kind of like used the emotions to manipulate the relationship. So somebody walked away. So here in the present, I mean, there's still a lot of anxiety behind it. Hopefully that's the anxiety is what's being walked away from as well, though. So here, walking away from it, because we kind of already went over this Eight of Cups energy. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who knows how to manifest. She is very grounded. She knows how to listen. She's nurturing and mothering, right? And she knows how to create abundance, not just materially and momentarily, but just the way, you know, abundance is also about just the way that you live, right? So this is walking away. I mean, there could be some type of earth sign involved, but I really feel like this is just you kind of creating your, walking away and trying to create your own abundance and stand like on your own 2 feet. Like if you get very grounded. Ooh, good God. It might be a little tricky. I hope the sound was still playing. My low battery light came on. I don't know how long it was on, but so definitely could be ending or walking away from a committed relationship, a marriage, some type of, you know, stability, right, with this card. But something's ending. This is an ending. This is the Scorpio card. I mean, the death card. This is an ending. It's a transformation card. Something ending so something new can begin. Walking away from something that's not serving you anymore. Okay? Scorpionic energy. More of that, right? The water. A lot of water energy for you guys, Libra. So, letting something die. Walking away from it. Libra, that's what you're in the midst of here. And trying to create, like, you know, rebuild your world. Recreate, create abundance for yourself. Yeah. That's what's going on, Libra. It's you, like, creating abundance for yourself, with yourself, within yourself, without yourself, getting grounded, just really walking away from somebody, you know, things that aren't serving you and stepping into your own. I already said that, but with this card coming out, to me, that's saying it even more. So that's like the current energy here. And then in the future energy, we have the King of Swords, which is like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, right? Very logical, sitting very much in that clarity. The King, you know, the King of Swords would be somebody who's very clear on their mental, like getting very clear, right? And starting fresh. Like, this is new. This is 6 of Cups, but in this deck it says sometimes, what the heck does it say? Something about something being and is flowing like child's play. The boat. The most important moments can flow as peacefully as a child's game. Okay. So, I mean, like, and then the Page of Pentacles. Again, it's like starting fresh, starting new. Knave. Resources. Create that which you do not have. Know how to abandon that which you have. It's like releasing. This as well. It's like releasing, walking away from what you have to. Learn how to do that. Learn how to walk away and let things go. Release them with love. You know, because when you don't release them from a place of being grateful for the lesson, you know, that they taught you, being grateful, because like I said, and the 8 of Cups, you know, the emotions that were poured into those cups, they did serve you well at one time. So be grateful for that, right? And release it, which helps you create that which you do not have. By doing that, you create something new, right? So it's like being in the flow with this, it can flow very easy, you know, just as easily as a child's game, right? And it's also just saying, like, here you're creating, starting something whole new, fresh. It's good. So that's very good for the week. Libra, look, what is this? What is this? Oh, that card came out a second ago too. So there could be some blockages along the way. The blockages could definitely be related to not releasing this, not letting it go, not, you know, it says learn how to use what you have to create that which you don't have, and learn how to release that which you have. So it's like you're starting fresh and you're learning and you're trying things and you're seeing this and that. But, you know, be mindful to stay in flow and be able to release. Okay, Libra, that was your week. Let me know what you think. And check back with me next week. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Crosswatcher. Whoever is welcome, right? Spirit, please connect me to the zodiac sign of Gemini. All right. Queen of Swords. So there you are. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh la la. 1 second. Can you turn that down, please?
Nathan, turn it down a little bit.
I have the full here at the bottom. So this is just going to be like kind of what you need to know, like what's going to be most affecting you during this week from, you know, from the time you're watching. But the way I do this, guys, is like, this is past, present, future, but this could be in yesterday or a year ago, right? Last week or a year ago. It's just like the past energy that's connected to whatever energy that we're looking at present for this week, right? Yeah. So. That's 3 of them. We have Temperance, 5 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Interesting. I'm going to keep all of them. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Ooh, lots of major arcana are flying out here, okay? Excuse me, guys. I know one of those are the Wheel of Fortune. So I synced it. So we have the Wheel of Fortune twice. I saw that while I was shuffling the other day. The Hierophant. So don't get caught up on the signs, guys, right? But I am going to call them off real quick. So we have Scorpio, Taurus, all the fixed signs. So that's Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. We have a Sagittarius here with the Temperance. We have Pisces with the High Priestess. We have the Wheel of Fortune twice. So we have all the fixed signs showing up twice. We have Scorpio twice. And, well, I guess it would be Scorpio and Taurus. We have each of those 3 times because they're both on the wheel. And then we literally have Scorpio here and Taurus there. So for some reason, I felt the need to go ahead and say that. And then we have the Fool card, which could be Aries, or the other sign it could be Libra, maybe. I can't remember. Hold on. Gemini, this is a busy week for you then, okay? Yikes. Let's get into it, okay? I'm just trying to take it in. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So definitely could be your energy showing up there in the past. Someone who's very logical, you know, delivers truth, says what needs to be said. It doesn't let emotions get in the way of that, you know, of what needs to be said. Head over heart. And then we have the Five of Swords coming out underneath that, which it feels like, okay, so in this deck, Five of Swords is about conflict, right? Swords of thoughts and communication. This deck, to me, it sometimes it signifies more like the inner conflict, the thoughts, the mental conflict in oneself, kind of, because there's nobody else. Like in other decks, the Five of Swords are like three people like fighting, and one person is kind of like has won, but at what cost is. It's like nobody really wins with the Five of Swords energy because somebody's not fighting fair. It's like petty and you know, it's just not good communication. But this guy, he's there by himself and he's carrying all these swords by himself. And I believe the book says one sword is a weapon, more than one is a load or a bundle or a, it's kind of like just holding him down, right? He's not going to be able to fight very well. He might have a lot of swords. It's like having 5 swords doesn't make him any better of a sword fighter. It doesn't make his defense any better or offense, you know? It really hinders him. Like, say, he's going to be hard to fight if he needs to defend himself if he has all those swords. He's carrying around, you know, all these thoughts or whatever, you know, these swords. That's the way I feel about that card. We have the High Priestess, which she has that book in her head. The High Priestess represents somebody who's very in tune with their intuition. It's somebody who's very knowledgeable in the, it's a spiritual card. It's somebody who's very knowledgeable in the occults. So, you know, she knows, like there's hidden knowledge, secrets, the subconscious. She's like unlocked, you know, she's you know, I don't know why the unconscious is coming up with that this time. I mean, it is there, but I don't always say that. Like, there's something there about her being able to kind of unlock her own subconscious in order to gain access to, you know, have a higher sight, higher understanding, you know. Just like knowledge here. And then this is also a spiritual card to me. It's temperance. It's as above, so below. It's alchemy. It's creating something new. It's patience, tempering and balancing, you know, takes time. But it's kind of, to me, bringing things out of the ethers, bringing them down into the physical sometimes. So, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, Gemini. I know, and we're going to bring it all together to how these are all connected. Three cards again flipped. Ace of Cups. I told you it's a lot. Like, it's a lot right here. So we it's a lot right there, Gemini. You're gonna have to give me a second to kind of like fill it out. Okay, Gemini. This is gonna be somewhat of a deeper message for you guys this week. So that's okay. We all this, you know, different energies in the zodiac are being affected differently sometimes. And different, I don't know. But this is more, I mean, you see how many cards are right here, okay? And I think this is going to be more spiritual, possibly, because we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant out here. We have the I pointed at the Temperance, but I meant, okay, in Temperance we have Temperance, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, And then you see that book. Not all high priestess are going to have a book on their head. And you know, if ever these come out together, it always is very significant to me. Here's the hidden knowledge. This is a book that contains some type of secret knowledge, some secrets, some things that are unknown. Okay. The high priestess would be able to tune into her intuition, connect to her higher self, connect to spirit, connect to the universe, and be able to pull this information down out of the ethers from the Akashic records. You know, I mean, like, I don't know. This is kind of a deep message, I feel. I mean, it's going to be different for everyone. And I don't even know. I'm sitting here, I'm looking forward. I'm sitting here looking forward, and I don't even know for sure what I would even say that the message is yet. Gemini, what the fuck? Okay, but okay, so let's just start one step at a time. When this happens, you know, doesn't happen that often that I get this many cards out and I can't look forward and tell what I think the basic gist of this message is. Okay, so definitely I can tell you this much though. Something big is ending. Something big is ending. There's a cycle turning, like there's something big ending. It's the wheel's turning. There's a big cycle. Something new starting, right? Something new, something you haven't done before. And that's one thing, okay? The other thing is here in the past, you know, whatever, this is a past energy that supports what this present energy is. So what you should, like, this is a reading for what you will be dealing with this week, like what to kind of expect, right? So a big ending. The wheel to me represents karmic cycles, karmic situations, divine timing, fortune, destiny is all. Destiny, right? So, and it's come up twice. So there's a big ending. Again, with the Scorpio card, the Death card, there's a big ending. I know that. Sorry, I got distracted, to be honest. I don't even know what I was saying before that. But I am getting something from this, but I am going to finish telling you this first. So, in the past, I feel like this is your energy. This Queen of Swords here, sitting here, looking, thinking, being kind of logical, maybe even knowing that you're carrying some stuff around that you need to let go. Definitely knowing that, because you have the, again, you have the High Priestess and the Temperance here. You know, I almost feel like the knowing that you have about something that is the secret knowledge here feels like a burden. It's almost like then you don't know what to do with the knowledge. It's like you know, it'd be easier if you didn't know, kind of a thing. Are you perceivably, this is how I'm feeling this out right now. It's almost like you feel like it would be easier to say what you have to say, or do, you know, like if you didn't have to carry this knowledge around with you. It feels more of a burden than helping you to have this knowledge. You know, they say knowledge is power. But what I'm feeling like is here in the past, it's like something that you knew was more of a burden. And it possibly even kept you in this conflicting energy verbally with people, or just about the topic, or about whatever this is, okay? Temperance here. So this feels like it's trickling down effect. Oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Look how it works. Okay. This is, did I say something about the subconscious a minute ago? Her. Okay, when I was talking about the High Priestess has this connection to her subconscious. Look how these cards look black here, and these are light here. This is how I see this. This is how I see this. You having this knowledge. You write this book here, this knowledge. This is your subconscious. This is your thoughts, your knowing, your intuition. It's like you're knowing this. Carrying this around with you is conflicting you subconsciously, right? And then this is the trickle down. Then in the physical world, which is why we have the Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So everything up here is spiritual in the ethers, with as above so below, with Temperance, okay? The High Priestess, your intuition, your higher self, the knowledge that you gain there through your connection to the universe. Infinite knowledge with that, by the way. And Swords, your thoughts. This is all mental and spiritual, okay? It's causing, in the Pentacles, which represent the physical world, the 3D, and in your emotional world too, emotions here are represented with the Cups. This is how it is manifesting in the physical. Juggling too many things, needing to maybe, I don't know, Two of Pentacles there is juggling. Both of these, the Temperance and the Two of Pentacles, talk about balancing. Two of Pentacles is like trying to gain balance with something, and while you do, you have it in constant motion, right? So that's why it said sometimes she has like too many things in the air here, needing to only focus on one or two things. Nine of Pentacles would be being very abundant within yourself, being very comfortable in your home. It's oftentimes seen as the single woman, but it's just somebody who's very abundant. We have two nines here, right? Oh yeah, right there, okay. And in this deck, it talks about enjoying the comforts of home, okay? And then Ace of Cups. And it's coming out right underneath the Temperance card, which you see how the Temperance card usually has two cups. One's pouring into the other. One cup is filling the other cup, and it's kind of like when the two come together, it creates something new. That's the alchemy of it. And it's also like the bringing out of the ethers into the physical. This is all connected here that way. So this is like pouring, you see how she's pouring this down out of the ethers. So this is coming from your, I feel like this is healing energy, this tempering and balancing that's happening on a spiritual and emotional level. It's like you're filling your own cup again. And this deck, this card very much talks about filling your own cup, right? Because the Ace of Cups is a new beginning. It's starting something new, like this full energy, right? But it's like with love, it's like love starts with self-love. I feel like sometimes that's why the Ace of Cups is the one cup. This is your cup. And the cups are all about feelings and emotions and intuition. So this is like really letting your intuition come in, and filling your cup with it. And then the Two of Cups would be like somebody else. So I feel like this is a lot with self, Gemini. This is you with yourself. It's filling your own cup and all the aspects of you, right? With all those dolls there that look like her. And it's balancing and healing and gaining balance with all the different aspects of yourself, subconscious, conscious, like I just feel like this is you filling your own cup, healing and gaining balance, tempering and balancing. So this is good energy actually, but the only thing here is just that maybe there's a little bit of conflict and maybe needing to see this Five of Swords, like whatever this is, this knowledge here. Well, let's see what it says up here about it. Let's see what it says. Woo! That was crazy. I didn't know where that was coming, and then it just unfolded right in front of my face. Okay. Now, that's good. I like this a lot. I know there's more to it maybe because I keep there's something here where there needs to be balance, needs to be gained, with your thoughts and your physical. Like there is just this energy, after you can't sustain Two of Pentacles forever. So there is a need for something to kind of like come into alignment or come into a resting place, right? Or come into completion. And well, that's good because moving here into the present, we do have that happening, I feel, with this this Wheel of Fortune. It's a 10. And this Knave of Pentacles is like a Page of Pentacles. It's starting something new, and I believe it says even within a small space. Let me see what it says. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. Resources. Create that. No. Is this the knave? No, this is the knight. I'm sorry. Self-sufficiency. Even in the narrowest of space, one can possess the infinite. Self-sufficiency. There it is. So that's coming through again. Remember when I said this is just being very abundant within yourself? And this is progression too. 9 to the Knight of Pentacles, self-sufficiency with this in this deck, the Knight of Pentacles, you know. With the Death card. I actually don't know what, I don't even have an inkling of what the Death card, the evil, no. Is that the right deck? Yeah. Really? Yeah, I didn't know that's what this Death card was. The evil which we carry within ourselves. Wow. Pity and forgiveness. Interesting. The evil which we carry within ourselves. Wow. Hold on. Yeah, I never knew. I'm sure, for sure I've read the Death card in this deck. But yeah, I usually, like, I kind of have an idea of what the card says. Yeah, I didn't know. The evil which we carry within ourselves. Pity and forgiveness. I mean, forgiveness is what helps cause, it causes transformation, right? Two threes, interesting. I just finished doing completely different cards too, so it's not even like it's the same cards or anything. I just did Libra's reading, Gemini. I mean, you guys are both air signs, but in the future position, they got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands together. Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands right here. Again, the same thing. Look, is it going to come out the same way all the way through? Like the subconscious and the physical? Because look, it's coming up, look. You see how it's like the dark ones? Like this deck is coming out even. Like this is just the way they're coming out. 3, 3, 2, 2. Like it's showing, like, this is very much, I've never gotten a reading like this, Gemini. This is showing this, like, the subconscious and how it is manifesting, like, in the physical and in the emotional and in the, it's crazy. Okay. Okay, Gemini. God, I'm trying to make these quick, but God help me. Yours is, okay, well, we'll see just how they work out, because I've only done, this is my second time doing the reading like this. Some readings, some signs were longer than others, and I'm just going to let them come out how they come out, because like I said, at different times, different zodiac signs are going to be affected differently by, astrologically and energetically and blah, 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 blah. So, you guys seem to have a lot going on this week. So I'm going to look at all these cards. So before I talk about this, exactly what this is, because, okay, what it's looking like to me is a cycle, you know, here in the past, there's some type of secret knowledge that you have access to that kind of keeps you mentally conflicted. It just looks like, this looks like all you, like alone right here, or single, or like, it's like some, I don't know, but you are but the good thing is like there's healing here. There's like letting whatever is trying to come in to you through your intuition, through, you know, out of the ethers, from the universe, from God, whatever you resonate with, letting that actually reach your, you know, get to you. You are letting it come in. You know, you are still looking very abundant within the physical world. You are juggling a lot and trying to gain balance, right? But just carrying around some type of confliction here, like very much so subconsciously and mentally. And then here, there's something ending here in this present, okay? But it's like this wheel. So here, there's a past. Presently, like there's this divine timing. This wheel is kind of like something's going on karmically. And it is going to affect you, your home, you know, your stability, and it is causing some type of separation here, right? Or isolation, because we have the tower type of an energy too here, the tower card, with the lady in it. It could represent a separation that is yet to come, or isolation and loneliness. You know, it can represent the authorities, but it's feeling a lot like separation, because up here we have the Four of Cups in the future. This is boredom and discontent, right? Isolating, not accepting offers, not wanting to. With the Seven of Wands, being very defensive and closed off, creating separation, right? Having a wall up, being defensive. Okay, coming out underneath that is the Hierophant, which talks about, he also has a book in his hand. He's very spiritually knowledgeable as well, but he's more, you know, involved in the community, the more mainstream type of spirituality. This can, you know, is usually like a teacher of, you know, religion. So also, it's like the, you know, the Emperor, I mean, the Hierophant and the High Priestess could be seen as a divine couple, right? Because, or a divine pairing, some similar to the Empress and the Emperor. Because this is the spiritual side of it, the occult side of it, right? And the bringing it into the physical, the worldly, you know, side of it. So that's interesting, but I digress. I mean, I don't digress, but I kind of got off track of what I was talking about with this Wheel of Fortune. So here's a cycle. And we're going to get into that. That's what I'm going to come back to. But somehow it's creating some type of separation here, and somebody not like being defensive and closed off. And then we have that Hierophant, it's Taurus and Hierophant, Taurus energy, and then another turn of the wheel. It's like it's almost like I'm seeing it like you see, it's like the wheel turns again. That's how I'm kind of feeling it, like that. I'm seeing it as two. Here's one. This comes in. Some separation is created, or perceivably created, right? Some type of something there we're going to get into. And then turns again here in the future, right? So let's see. And we've already discussed how this is somewhat looking like subconscious or mental and physical, you know, so that's a layer of it as well. Wasn't intentional. But that is how it came out. Captain. I want to say that was almost in the reverse, but was it? I should have paid more attention. Death card again. We have the Death card twice. Have it here and have it here. Of course, I'm going to get one more because it has to be balanced, right? Or does it? Or does it? I'll make it. Oh, look where I stopped shuffling. It's the High Priestess. Okay. Let's see. Well, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini. I'm going to get one more. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Two kings. No, a king and a queen. The Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Aquarius at the bottom here. Give me a sec, Gemini. God dang. This is a little bit of a Capricornic energy here with a blockage. There's some type of blockage. I gotta see something because this is just a lot. Wisdom is attained by not letting oneself get wrapped up in the suffering of the world. Wisdom is found in never ceasing to contemplate it. Time. That's what this Wheel of Fortune card says, right? The one that I'm looking at. So this Wheel of Fortune talks about wisdom gained by these karmic lessons that we learn, right? By the suffering that we go through. But not getting caught up in it. So that's very much being in the flow of just, you know, accepting things for what they are, not being, you know, not judging things too much, not having too much attachment to things, you know, but not ignoring. So you still contemplate, you still analyze, not analyze too much, but you like say, okay, what was the lesson in this? Why did this happen? Right? So that, that's, and then the just man must not be afraid, especially not of himself, Faith. Wow. Gemini. Oh my God. I have a Gemini friend. And she had a dream that I just did a reading for her yesterday. Oh my God. I'm going to make her watch this too. So you guys may be dealing with, this is a spiritual thing. Okay. This is spiritual energies that you guys must be dealing with right now. Right. Because, there's something to that, this Scorpio card here, the evil within oneself, pity and forgiveness, right? The evil that we carry within oneself. Okay. Okay. Ooh, this is a deep one, Gemini. I'm almost through with the whole, what I think the whole thing is. Okay. So, are you ready? I'm sorry it's taking so long. It's a lot of cards. Okay. Something happened here in the past. Left you a little mentally conflicted. Really left you feeling like you really only had enough for yourself. It's like, it was really almost, I almost feel like it left you in a mode of, I mean, it's definitely a good thing. It's hard to get some people, it's hard to do sometimes to kind of like quit feeding your energy to outside things and kind of like focus your energy back into yourself and your home and your stability and your comfortability and your emotions and just really getting balance back. And that's what happened here. So this is beautiful, Gemini. This is good. This is where I feel like this is like a place where you said, you know what, I really have to, I don't have anything. And it may have came from a place of like, I don't have anything to give anybody right now. Like, so it was really, I really just feel like there is an energy here of, I mean, that is wisdom too. That's like being wise enough to know, like, I need to focus on myself. And you did, right? But there was some type of knowledge or knowing or something that I feel like was nagging and that you carried with you that left your mental a little conflicted, right? So moving here into the present, I feel like it's some type of something that you perceive to be evil, okay? And I say perceive here very intentionally because there was something I said a minute ago. I can't even remember what card. It was like not being, I think that was this one card, the Wheel of Fortune over here. It's not being judgmental of things, but just accepting them for what they are, not judging it, like this Wheel of Fortune says, wisdom lies in not getting caught up in the suffering of the world, of yourself included, right? But never ceasing to contemplate that suffering. Don't contemplate, don't deny it exists, don't ignore it, but don't necessarily judge all of it either, because there's things that you don't understand. But that's what I feel like there's something here. But I say perceived, it could have been evil. It could have been something. There's something here though with this Death card, this Scorpio energy, and it feels like either an evil that you think you possess inside of you, or that you feel somebody else possesses. It'll be different for everybody, but it's something that makes you feel like there's an evil or something that makes you feel ashamed or pity, or I don't know, I feel evil more than anything though. And however small, it's like these small types of things, if you don't get caught up, if you do let yourself get caught up in this, it can keep you kind of stuck on this wheel, because this is like the Knight of Pentacles. It's a small, and I still feel like this is subconscious and mental, right? So I feel like this is this Knight of Pentacles, this this small token. It takes up this small space inside of you, but the infinite, even in this tiny space, like the infinite can be contained. So this can grow and grow, or it can it's like and I also feel like this is probably within self. Like I feel like this is the way that you're viewing yourself, your real self. It's like something about yourself maybe that you're not wanting people to know, that you perceive it to be something evil or something bad, right? But it could just be something as simple as like your shadow self. Your we have dark and light within us all, and it's like you can't sever that. You can't erase that. You can't suppress that. You have to integrate it, right? Because here it's like showing up as these two threes here. The Three of Wands is in this deck. It's like taking time to reassess where you're going. You've kind of like started down a path here, and you are needing to take time to realign. Like it's like take time to kind of like see what you have, see where you're going, and realign if you need to. This is a time to kind of realign. See where course are you headed towards? Like what are you headed towards? What needs to be changed, if anything? And there's possibly something that needs to be changed that could cause trouble in the future, because there's like this fox there, right? There could be some type of trouble around or coming up in the future. So maybe if you were going to take off in that direction, maybe you need to take off in a different direction, right? Three of Pentacles is letting people help you. Co-creating as well. Working together. Working as a team. Let people help you. Because here, there's like, you could be isolating yourself. It's almost like you're isolating. You are. Too much, even, right? Because here in the future, it's like you're blocked off. You're defensive. You're not accepting any offers, right? But this isn't a good feeling. It's like lonely. It's separation. It's creating separation. When you really, what you're needing to do is integrate back your mind, body, and soul, emotions, thoughts, you know, and physical. Like, there's big transformation here. God, this is so long, Gemini. God dang it. Okay, sorry. Oh well. So, the just man. Don't be afraid to face your own evils. Don't be afraid to face your own self. Right? It's like, don't get caught up in the suffering. Don't get stuck on this wheel by not being able to let go and holding on to resentment, holding on to judgment, holding on to bitterness and anger will keep you stuck on this wheel. Holding on to self-hate, negative feelings about yourself, it'll keep you stuck on this wheel. The Hierophant, it's like in this deck, it you know, it's usually spirituality, religion, commitments, and it could definitely be related to commitments or some type of marriage or something like that, right? That has you stuck, kind of like holding on. But I feel like this wheel is going to turn when you kind of like, yes, Lord, thank you. Okay. I don't know. So I'm going to get another one for what this card is about. So I don't know. But what this is a lot to do with self. This is all about you, Gemini. It's balancing your subconscious and your conscious mind. It's mind, body, and soul. It's aligning. It's realigning. It's allowing. It's forgiving yourself for the things that you perceive to be bad about yourself, right? Because that's taking up too much space. It's you're needing to integrate this. That's why it's showing up so different. It's like so black and white. It's so, you know, it's like you are completely not wanting to face the darker aspects of yourself. And I'm telling you, it's not that bad. It's not. And it can be so freeing. It can be a beautiful thing. Like, it's not easy to do. Like, and it's something that you have to do continually over and over and over again. Okay? But that needs to be done here. There needs to be balancing. There needs to be integration. Okay? And there needs to be acceptance and forgiveness to yourself and to other people for things that you feel like are evil. It's like it's almost like you're like, no, that's evil. I don't want no part of it. Even if it's you. It's like you can't. That's your part of yourself. That's a part of yourself. Like we were getting from this card, all the parts of yourself. You need to love all the parts of yourself, Gemini. Okay? And forgive yourself. So just realign, let people help you, let people in, because in this current energy, it's like you are separating yourself. Okay? You're separating and being defensive. So let that wheel turn again and come off of it, right? Let some good things come in. Let some things die. It's like once you accept and gain balance, it's going to balance you. Like, this is mind and emotion, right? With the cups. Maybe, and especially, like, so with this King of Swords here, maybe writing about, writing can help. Or keeping some type of, you know, writing, drawing, something here, like how to do with that could help some of you. You know, the Death card. It's and that may just be why the Death, this card is showing up here. It's just you accepting the perceived darker sides of yourself, Gemini. So I wanted to get another card for this. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking. Okay, so Both of these cards can literally mean betrayal. This card can represent falseness and betrayal. This card is the Ten of Swords. It represents oppression, betrayal, backstab. It's like somebody, like this card is actually a crazy card, but you know, she's being cut into there. It's being stabbed in the back, type of an energy, right? It's a painful ending. It's a 10. It's another ending, another completion. So we have lots of 10s. Like I don't already have enough cards. Okay. So I think what the message is for Gemini is a lot, but it's needing to just a lot to say, well, this is heavy energy. So, you know, it's saying a simple message, not that simple, but it's just that it's so significant. This is so many major arcana. It's so heavy, right? So this has got to be something that you've been carrying with you for a long time. It's got to be something that's affecting you very significantly. You know, it feels like there's a destiny, like, you know, it feels like there's a lot of soul growth that's going to happen from this. Really just allow yourself, Gemini, to transform. Allow yourself to face the darker aspects of yourself, but don't get caught up in the suffering. Don't hold on to the suffering. Don't hold on to that resentment, right? Forgive. You know, forgive yourself and forgive others. And that's really going to help you to gain balance and to move forward, okay? Thank you, Gemini. Please hit the like button on your way out if you watched the whole thing. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Crosswatcher. This is your reading for the next week. What you need to know. Spirit, please connect me to the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Crosswatcher. What do they need to know about the energies this week? Give me one sec, Sag. Sorry, that was just gonna start burning my lip. Okay. Past or supporting energy. Okay. Okie dokie. Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. So Earth energy there. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Eight of Swords. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is just, okay. I don't know. Let's just see what it is, okay? Some type of mental feeling. Somebody feeling trapped by their thoughts. We do have the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords there. Why did I say Eight of Swords? Oh, yeah. Three of Swords. So, present. Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords. Oh, look, one's flipped when I didn't know. I wonder when this flipped. Ooh. Ooh la la. Two aces. Okay, King of Pentacles at the bottom. So we have the Queen of Pentacles over here. King of Pentacles here. That's kind of like a little pair showing up there. We'll see. That's Earth energy. Two aces. Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely something new starting here. So a bit of conflict in the present energy showing up, but we'll get to it. I was telling one of the other signs, I don't think I told all of them, that these are my serious, not sugar-coated messages with these cards. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Hierophant. Interesting. Interesting. Sag. So you have the Queen of Pentacles here, the King of Pentacles there, the Hierophant here, which is major arcana for Taurus. You have a lot of earth energy. You have the Emperor, which can also be Taurus. You have the, or Aries. You have the Queen of Pentacles here again, right? So this is definitely showing up quite a bit, this earth energy. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. Future. This is interesting too, because in this deck, this Hierophant, it's kind of like the Justice card almost, because it says the just man. One must not be afraid to face even his self, or something like that. We may have to look at the book and see, but yeah, it's kind of like facing yourself. And then it's coming out with the Ace of Swords, so it's even more giving me that Justice card vibe. The truth, facing your own personal truth, possibly. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. All right. I asked them to turn that down. I feel like they turned it up. King of Wands could definitely be your energy showing up here. Aries, Leo, Sag. King of Wands with the Ace of Cups. That's pretty nice energy. Okay. So between the Magician being here at the bottom and the King of Pentacles being here, you definitely have a lot of manifesting energy going on, okay? Because, you know, the King of Pentacles, you know, the Earth sign Taurus, they say that's a good manifester. That's what they say. But I mean, it's just connected. That's that earth energy, that abundance type of an energy, right? Creating, having, you know, and then the Magician manifester there. All right. So if I remember correctly, you had a lot of heavy energy in the past last time too. So what this is just like the supporting energy. This could have happened yesterday. I mean, timelines are going to be different for everybody too, right? You got to kind of figure out where you're at in this. This could be a future energy, right? For some people, it's going to affect everybody differently, but kind of like the supporting, you know, energy that's affecting you for the week that we're looking at. This is going to be that back, you know, energy. So yeah, like I said, it could have happened yesterday, it could have happened a year ago, but this is where it's stemming from, right? This current energy. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Somebody being very trapped by their thoughts, very conflicted. Eight of Swords reminds me of like when you have something on a mental loop and you just keep thinking about it over and over again. Or many things, like many thoughts are keeping you feeling stuck, right? But the thing about the Eight of Swords is that it's a prison of your own mind, and that you can free yourself from it whenever you want to. So it's like either you or somebody else or whatever, you know, it could be at this earth sign or maybe, you know, connected prop for sure. I don't know if this earth sign is you or not. It could definitely be you. I know this is probably you showing up here. This King of Wands, you know, this fire energy. But there's this earth energy. So the earth energy is like somebody who's very grounded, nurturing, motherly, abundant. Sorry guys, hold on. The Fool card in reverse. I'm going to look at the book on this one because this is my deck that's really different. Even this cup, the Three of Cups usually talks celebration, celebrating something, reuniting. you know, it can talk about third-party situations sometimes, okay? But it's in the reverse. I mean, in the reverse it could too, but in this deck it more talks about balancing the emotions, right? The good and the bad. I hope you guys aren't like Gemini. Oh, Gemini was a long ass reading. Okay, there you are showing up in your energy. I mean, well, your energy showing up, right? Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card here. Temperance card is about bringing things down into the physical, right? Out of the ethers, among other things. It's tempering and balancing. It's healing. It's a spiritual card to me. It is kind of like alchemy, using two different things coming together and making something new, right? What's going on, Siege? This is good. I like the way this is looking, okay? I'm trying to fill this out here, but I'm just looking ahead too. And it's like, with this Ace of Swords and this Hierophant, this justice, this facing your own truth, you know, facing this mental conflict, I feel like this is yourself, and it can be with other people too, but it's definitely also with self. It's like your own, being very truthful with yourself, about yourself, right? Which I think is like causing this new beginning, this Ace of Cups energy in the future here. But here in the past, we have this mental, like somebody being trapped by their mental, by their thoughts. And then we have this, where's the Fool? The Fool is starting it's starting something, you know, the Fool energy can be like where other people might be like, man, that guy's crazy. Like in one of the cards, he's just walking off of a cliff and he has full faith that everything's going to be fine. Like he's not even worried. He's just going to walk. You know, it's like stepping out on faith. It's like it's like having no reason to believe that something is going to work out, but just believing it's going to work out and knowing it's going to work out, right? It's childlike, you know, starting something with like a childlike innocence, not carrying any. That's why the Fool is like backslide. It's like you're not carrying any baggage from the past. You don't think you know what's going to happen just because of past situations. Almost like a child comes into the world with this innocence. They don't expect bad things to happen, right? They believe the best is going to happen. That's that type of an energy. Starting something new, right? It can't be being just literally being a fool sometimes, which I'm getting both with this in the reverse, right? Especially since it's in the reverse. I'm getting that it's not, you're not starting something new, not taking this leap of faith. And also it could be like this Fool type of an energy, right? And then with the Three of Cups coming out with that, chalices, as they would call it in this deck, the Plateau. The means to uplift oneself lies in the emotions, both the positive ones and the negative ones, right? It's like the means to uplift oneself, like the means to rise above. It lies in the emotions, balancing the good and the bad, which also is the energy of temperance. Balancing. That's how you gain, you know, balancing the good and the bad is how you gain healing, and you temper your emotions. You, I like this, Sag. But let's see, what the heck is this? What is this Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords, maybe about, not, okay. So, what this looks like, there's this earth energy here. It could be you. But see, the earth energy, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, it suggests that it's somebody, a grounded person. Okay, so I don't feel like it's you, because it's coming out with the Eight of Swords. So if you're in the Eight of Swords energy, you're not going to be very grounded, right? Because if you're grounded, you're kind of like connected, you're in tune, you're in flow with the universe, right? So when you're in this Eight of Swords, you are in the mental, and you're kind of like stuck, like I said, on this loop, trapped in these thoughts, right? So I feel like this Eight of Swords energy is connected to this earth energy here. Now either you or somebody else just feeling in this Eight of Swords energy, and it's connected to not being able to balance the emotions, and temper them, balance them, to really have anything take off. Like there's something here about this journey, this leap of faith, you know, the emotions and all of that, it didn't take off. So the good thing is we have this, you know, you're showing up here, the Temperance card. You know, it's a blending of the earthly and spiritual within you. Union, alchemy, the conscious and the unconscious. So the good news, okay, one more thing. This represents standing your ground. It can represent a father, an ex-husband, a grandfather. To me, it can represent like a baby daddy. It's my baby daddy card sometimes. And then it also represents standing your ground, okay? So it's got this number 1 here, kind of like this Magician card here with this, it's the number 1. So I'm being drawn to it, like it's like I'm like standing, I don't know, because it's kind of like off. It's feels like almost separate from whatever this energy is, like standing my ground, coming out with okay. This is just somebody who is very defensive with whatever this was, this starting something and balancing of the emotions and even dealing with emotions and this tempering. It's like whatever it was left somebody feeling trapped by their thoughts. But I also feel like there's an aggressiveness behind it, right? But there is tempering and balancing happening. What I was going to say a second ago. To me, this is a spiritual card. The Temperance card even gives me like, you know, people resonate differently with different things and feel differently. But this, it gives me like the archangel type vibe, right? Because in other cards, there's actually, it looks like it is an angel, right? So it's like, it gives me archangel or guide and guidance type. It's the blend of spiritual and earthly. It's like that connection that you have to the spiritual, and that kind of like guides you sometimes, right? With this tempering and balancing here with the Sagittarius Temperance. So the good news is, that's what I was going to say. This good news is I feel like there's this spiritual kind of guidance that's happening in the midst of this, even though that like there's some type of conflict and mental whatever going on behind just not wanting to start something new, not balancing one's emotions, and there's a defensiveness, like somebody feels like they're standing their ground, like maybe you, right? God, how long did it take me to get through that? Help me. Okay. This is where I think it's going to flow easier, because here in the present, it's great. We've got what I've already talked about, kind of facing your own truth, facing, you know, the conflict. Maybe where here you weren't wanting to face anything. You were kind of like, and like, see here, there's like this blindfold on. And you can break down, like in tarot, sometimes you got to break it down. Like the Eight of Swords can entail many things and can entail the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords, or the, like, all the swords are here, right? And we do have the Five of Swords here in the present. So in the past, like, part of this Eight of Swords energy could have been the Five of Swords, the conflict, right? And the, you know, mental and, what's the freaking word? Verbal. And then, so here, part of this Eight of Swords could have been like the Five of Swords, because when we were going, the deck split, remember there was the Three of Swords, and what was the other card? High Priestess. The Three of Swords and the High Priestess, which the High Priestess is about intuition, right? So, it's also a spiritual card. Could have been, you know, this conflict due to Three of Swords energy, heartbreak energy, whatever it is. I feel like maybe that's part of this Eight of Swords energy, what's being kind of dealt with and faced here in the present, right? Facing the conflict, facing the truth. The Hierophant, you know, in regular tarot, it represents the church, commitment, marriages, right? Contracts, that type of a, look, the High Priestess. Wow. I just, was that Libra? What reading? One of the readings that I already did. King of Wands, here again. These both are the same card. They're coming out looking like a pair, because even though these are, this is the same exact energy, right? Same King of Wands, King of Wands. It just so happens in this deck, the King of Wands is a woman. All the kings are in this deck. So the King of Wands is a woman, and this is the, so that to me, this is kind of like feminine fire energy, masculine of this Wands fire energy, right? It's a match. So we are looking at, look, and the Queen of, like, these are these equal, again, matchings. I believe you had this last reading too. This mirroring type of thing going on, guys. Okay. I don't know what sign it was, but the High Priestess and the Emperor and the Hierophant come out, and I explained to them, to me, this is almost like a pair, a divine pair, because both of these cards are spiritual. It is the High Priestess is the occult, the hidden, the you know, universe connection, the connection that you have to universe, right? Internal, as within. This is all as above, so below, as within, so without. And it's like a pair. This is the occult knowledge, the hidden knowledge. The Hierophant represents the connection that is where it's brought down into the community. He teaches the community about this spiritual. That's why it represents the churches. It's like, it's so to me, this is a lot of time, it can be seen as a divine counterparts, okay? The same as the Emperor and the Empress. But this is, to me, more spiritual. This is more divine. And I definitely feel like that's what it's saying here, because, I mean, as it came out, like I said, we have literally two equal energies. These are the exact, vibrationally, energetically, everything. These are an equal match. Okay, they are the same, but this is a woman and this is a man. So this is why I feel like this is some type of divine counterpart, like two equal pieces, right? Two, like, soulmates, whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna get into all that right now. This is just a weekly, okay, for general. So let's get one of these and see what they're talking about. Pisces energy there with the High Priestess too. This is a card of luck. It's almost like the Sun card. It's like positive energy. Positive supporting energy. Luck is on your side. That's a 4-leaf clover, right? I'm going to put this in here because for some freaking reason I keep grabbing that. I almost need to get another one for right here. I mean, But, okay. The just man must not be afraid, especially not of himself. Faith. So here in the past, what did I say about this Fool card? You did not step out on faith. You didn't have faith, right? You didn't trust, you know, your emotions weren't balanced enough, and that, you know? So here in the present, it's like, oh, this is so nice, Sag. Here in the present, it's like balancing out this conflict and enough to be able to face this truth, have this clarity, right? Where you're listening to your intuition, your, and then it says your wisdom springs from the earth, the stars, and ancient cosmic knowledge. Trust what you know to be true. Key concepts, wisdom, feminine intuition, ancient mysteries. Feminine intuition and ancient mysteries. So, like, you see how these two are kind of like divine counterparts, divine, like, both your wisdom. This is the feminine, like, and that's what it, and that's how it is, you know, with divine counterparts. The feminine is usually, you know, that they have that connection to the spiritual, right? The masculine is what grounds it in, builds it, brings it into the physical, right? It's like facing this. Oh, I'm getting chills, Sagittarius. And it's like you have all this supporting energy going on right now. So there's something very beautiful happening for you this week, Sagittarius, as far as, I really like it. I really, really like it. I think you have so much supporting energy around you right now to have this. Oh, I want one more. Do I need one more? I just kind of want to know what the Five of Swords is. Well, it's going to be different for everybody, so I'm not going to do it. This is a quick reading. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? But, like, here, this represents to me, let me tell you, at the bottom of the deck, because we're talking about these divine counterparts, okay? The tree represents health. It represents all of life itself. To me, it represents ancestry because it's like the family tree, family roots. Deep represents having deep roots. And to me, it also represents, like, lives that have been, like, past lives spent together. Like, you know, wisdom. Like, all of this is like this, you're, like, it's having that connection to, what the high priestess say? Your knowledge, wisdom, your knowledge springs from the earth, the stars. Like, you have this, that's having that connection to the universe, to the Akashic records, to the all that is, right? And I mean, I feel like this is just saying, like, there's this here, what's going on for you this week is connected to, like, your soul journey. It's connected to your spirituality. It's connected to all of that. Okay, Sag. I think this also kind of looks like the Sagittarius zodiac little arrow thing there too. I don't know for sure that's what it is, but it's interesting. It is interesting. I'm going to say that's what it is in this case. I don't know that I've ever thought that before. It could definitely be, because I feel like this is that guiding, that luck you have. When I was saying you have this, all this supporting energy, I feel like this is the supporting energy from, like, your guides or whatever, like archangel, ancestors, spirit guides, higher self, like God. I feel like this is totally supported by the universe, okay? 1000%. Okay. I almost want to end it there, and then happily ever after. The end. No. So here it is. King of Wands. And in this deck, I think this is like the master. It's like he's mastered something and now he's giving it back. I'm actually going to read the book on this one. Yeah. The King of Wands is, it's like Aries, Leo, Sag energy. It's very go-getter. It's very fiery. It's very take action, right? It's passion and creativity. Fire. So, but in this deck, I believe he's like become the master, and now he, it's like, what good is having this knowledge if you don't use it or you don't teach it? I'm actually going to look real quick. King of Wands. The master, that which teaches is more precious than that which knows. Okay, so what good is knowing something and not doing anything with it? I was like, isn't it more, you know, that which teaches is more precious than that which knows. It's like, you're spreading it. It's like you're expanding your knowledge by helping other people. You're the master now of, you know, it's like really stepping into your divine self, possibly. Because look, and feel it, like here's your cup overflowing. Cups, intuition, feelings, and emotions. This is a whole new beginning. This is a whole new start. This is like, I feel like this is you really being replenished with your faith, love. Like there's something here where you're just feeling very full. Like your cup is feeling very full, Sagittarius. It's making me feel really good for you guys. I like it so much. You don't even know. Okay. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay. King of Swords. No, Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. So, let's look at this. Again, with the tree. You see what I'm saying here? You see how this Lovers... Okay, so in this deck, this is the Lovers. Usually it's two people embraced, or two people standing naked, or it's this... can be like this divine union. Can be, not always. Sometimes it just shows up for romantic partners, right? But usually, and especially in this case, since we're already talking about this divine counterparts, you see how she's grounded here? Grounded, deep roots. And the tree here. Like this is like I feel like this is a connection. It's a divine connection. It's supported by the universe. It's the kind of connection where you've lived many lives, and you've probably had lives with this person before, and it goes deeper than that. And I'm not going to get into what I was seeing, what I just saw, but it goes deep. That's why this tree is here. That's why I'm picking up on it. This is a love. This is a connection that goes very deep. It goes very far back. Okay. I feel like this is a level of mastery, soul mastery as well. I feel like, you know, like you're really stepping into something here where you're going to be able to give back. You're going to, this is, this one as well. Look at this page. She's a tree, like the roots, the vines. So this is, I feel like maybe this is a new, so this feels new, right? Because the page right here, this is new, but it's old. It's way older than this lifetime. That's why it's divine. That's why there's this divine energy coming through. It goes way past this lifetime. Okay, these roots, this connection is very deep. King of Swords. So you see how this cake looks? It's like, look what it, you know what this card reminds me of sometimes? It's like somebody having their cake and eating it too. The cake looks sad. It's like you can't have your cake and eat it too. King of Swords is somebody who's very logical, all about the mental, right? Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So this is a Sagittarius reading. So we know Sagittarius commitments like this, you know, depending, you know, on other things, you know, but basically it's not uncommon for Sagittarius to not really be excited about commitments, okay? or stuff like this, which could be why there's something here where there wasn't started in the past, right? There was like, no, I'm busy. No, I'm good, right? I'm not dealing with that, right? But here in the present, and then we are having this eclipse in Sagittarius, the Sagittarius full moon. It's a lunar eclipse, right? So I think that's going to be big for Sag too. So that could have a lot to do with whatever's like there's maybe there's eclipse, the eclipse energies bring in a lot of clarity for you about something that you were very conflicted about. But I feel like it definitely affects you, and it's like facing, and it's just like, you know, even if this is your with self, it's like because it's going to be different for everyone. This can be a divine counterpart situation, divine union, because in this deck, this one literally said union and alchemy, right? This could be this coming together, this divine union between counterparts. And we did have all the counterpart cards. And this can also be becoming balanced and whole with your feminine and masculine, your spiritual and physical, mind, body, and soul. The Lovers can also represent that. With usually the Lovers is with someone else, you know, but the Lovers can just be you balancing completely your masculine and your feminine, your dark and light, your yin and yang, if you will, right? So however it applies for you, you know, whatever's going on, it's really bringing in clarity. It's really like this alchemy is happening, this meeting of heaven and earth, right? Really listening to your intuition. Really like I feel like it's a spiritual growth, and spiritual things are happening for you. You're very much supported by the universe in this, okay? So how it you know, possibly what we're going forward, you know, as of now, it looks to be like how this could affect you is if maybe if you embrace this energy, it's really gonna let you step into your power, step into your element, become like master, you know, to where you're able to help other people, okay? And kind of like guide other people. Because I mean, you have these, the Hierophant and the High Priestess are, it's like you're going to be very wise, you're going to be very knowledgeable, and you're going to have the passion and the fire to get things done. And so that's going to make you a good leader, okay? And you have two aces here, like, and so this clarity, this Ace of Swords, could definitely bring in this feeling, this emotional fulfillment for you, okay? This new beginning, something that, you know, starting fresh. And like I said, I feel like it's making you feel very fulfilled, okay? It's really filling your cup. It could be many things, but it really feels like it can be with self, but it's like with these flowers down here, I just feel like there's something new. And this ace that represents things beginning, there's possibly something new blossoming as well for you, Sagittarius, in that department. So there is this card, which can represent a blockage. There's still maybe like some trail to get to. There's a couple of little bumps in the road before you get to where you can see like the sun is breaking through. There's a breakthrough here, right? Before you reach the top of this mountain, though, there is still some road to travel, basically, but you will get there. Part of it could be connected to having your cake and eating it too. Or, like, I don't know, there's just something here with this King of Swords where it looks like whatever it is, I mean, we do have the Five of Swords here too, right? So it could be connected to whatever this, you know, there's still some type of conflict mentally, right? Within the Swords energy. There's still some type of conflict. It looks like maybe this is some type of bitter truth or some type of something where somebody's not going to like the communication, or it's going to cause, you know, somebody to feel like maybe the cup or the cake looks. But like I said, this is I'm then coming out. Look at this. Yay! So this card is the Coffin card. It represents something ending so something new can begin. Like I said, I think it can be represented to whatever this Five of Swords. There's Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, and then the King of Swords where the cake looks like he doesn't want to be eaten. It doesn't want to be, you know, like both of them don't seem to have a happy look on their face. So it's like there's some communication that needs to be had that somebody's probably not going to like, right? Or some, you know, I don't know. But it could have to do with an ending, because this is something ending so something new could begin. And what's under, it's crazy, because this is almost like a rebirth energy, right? Something ending so something new could begin. Right underneath that is the Sun card. It's the rebirth card. This is the card for rebirth. It's source energy. It's God energy. It's positive light shining. So it's like the light coming out after the ending. Something ending so something brand new can begin. Source energy, God energy, right? And like, what did I say? Like, you can see the sun breaking through here. Underneath that is like the key. It's like you're so close to like some type of breakthrough. You're so close to the top of the mountain. You're so close to reaching this level of mastery. You're so close to reaching this emotional, you know, this something that's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. You're so close to, you know, discovering, you know, you could be discovering more about who you are, or more about, yourself and how deep your root goes, and maybe your soul history, you know, not just this life. But this could also definitely be this divine counterpart energy for some people. It's not going to be for everybody, but for some people, this is a divine counterpart. This is a soulmate that you have spent many lifetimes with. It is somebody that you have grown. You guys help each other grow on a spiritual and soul level. You have very, very deep roots here with these trees, right? So, and it's something new blossoming too, because this is a page. So it's new, it's just growing, it's just starting, but it goes deeper, like, than just this life, okay? Woo! I don't know how long that took, but I think it was still shorter than Gemini. Thank you so much for watching, Sag. Hit the like button on your way out. Okay, keep checking back with me. All right, Taurus, Spirit, please connect me to the zodiac sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Whoever needs to hear it is welcome to it. Full gang, my brothers and sisters on this earth. Again, I'm getting delirious. Every time I do, well, this is only my second time. See, there I am, getting delirious. Every time on my second time doing this. Ooh, okay. So yeah, but last time I did this, I got a little delirious too. All right, Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarian energy. I just finished Sagittarius's reading. Maybe I should have burned some sage. Well, let's see how it goes. All right. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know about the energies this week? Whoop. Three of Pentacles. It's a good card. It's a decent present. Alright, so there could be... Taurus, goddamn, Taurus. Y'all gave me a hard time on the last one, too. Damn it. I'm not keeping all these, but I just want you to know. There's the Six of Cups, the Devil card, and the Two of Swords. Making a decision about a soulmate, making a decision about some toxic past stuff. I don't know. Let's just see. Please give me one card, Spirit. Taurus, I don't mean to sound upset. I'm just saying. I'm a Taurus. What's going on? You guys are giving me the hardest time. All right. Present. Thank you. Jeez. Well, please. The Lovers, of course. And the Four of Swords. And the Five of Swords here where the deck split. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. The Lovers with the Four of Swords. Some type of taking a break. Some type of healing. Some type of healing after heartbreak. Right? Because that's the Four of Swords. Like, Three of Swords is the heartbreak. And then the resting after. Okay. I'm going to do the Three of Pentacles there. Okay. Future. Whoa. Again, too many. Okay. 7 of Swords. Listen, I'm not about to play Taurus. 9 of Swords. Page of Swords. Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords. All the swords. All right. Give me one card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thanks. Of course. Of course. High Priestess at the bottom. It's your intuition. Your intuition. 8 of Swords. Of course. That's why I said of course. 8 of Swords. Lots of mental conflict. Lots of being trapped by your thoughts, you or somebody else, right? Whew. I just heard heart on ice. I hope that's a coincidence. Or not a coincidence, but I hope that's non-related. All right. Give me something here. Wrong cards. Okay. Whew. 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands in most decks talk about like stability, can talk about celebration, marriage, that stability, home. It can. And this one, it talks about being offended. I'm going to look at it. It's something about the offended one or something. Sheesh. Okay. And look what else. Remember what fell out with all that whole chunk of cards? The Devil card. With the 6 of Cups. Okay. And then we have the, I'm going over here with the Lovers, the Devil again. So could be dealing with a soulmate, some type of toxic behavior, toxic something to deal with love situation, relationship, situationship. Queen of Pentacles. So this could be your energy showing up here, Taurus. So, you know, or another earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy with the earth there. I feel like there is progress being, okay, I have to say this because, you know, the reading was tough last time and this one's kind of, you know, got the 8 of Swords and a little bit of, not bad, but a little tough, right? So I'm going to say this. There's progression, okay? We have 2 4s here, too. FYI. But we have progression because here's the 4 of Wands. Here's the 5 of Wands. And in this deck, you know, 5 of Wands, 5s are usually conflict and change, right? And this is change. It's not conflict. In this deck, it says we work on and clean. It's like he's purifying and cleaning, right? Because he's in the water, he's in the bath. And the card says to work on oneself daily to improve oneself. So you're improving. There is progress being made, right? And even here, it's like, you know, with the 4 of Swords, if there's healing, right? The 4 of Swords can represent, you know, taking time out, resting, recovering, healing. So there's progress being made, okay? After some type of, you know, being offended, or we're going to get into that, but it's the 8 of Swords. The Star card and the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag, and Aquarius energy here with the Star card. The Star card is healing, though. Healing, wish fulfillment. So the Star card is like your North Star, your destiny, right? Soul purpose type of an energy can be. Queen of Wands is the... So the King of Wands, because I just went over it with Sagittarius, is like the master. I want to say the Queen of Wands is the teacher. Let me look real quick. I know we're not even there yet, but the pupil, okay, or the student. Okay, the pupil. To learn without understanding brings no benefit. So the queen has obtained some sense of mastery because she is a queen, right? But this is now applying what you've learned, right? Or kind of gaining a full grasp and understanding of the things that you have learned. Energy. Okay, there's a message here coming, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here because I'm really getting all into this, and that's the future type of a energy. Does it go like that? I think it goes like that for now. Okay. So, and then we have the strength card and the another 4. So, funny. When I went to bed last night, oh, interesting. When I went to bed last night, I saw the number 444 when I closed my eyes. It was so weird. Okay. So this is the number 11. Okay, here's more synchronicity as we're talking about it. The number 11, which would break down to a 2, right? With the strength card. This is kind of like having willpower, having strength, kind of like conquering your, you know, overcoming your own desires and stuff. With the High Priestess, which is the number 2. So we have 2 2s here at the bottom of the deck. We have also, right before I started saying that, I was noticing that we have these cards, the numbers in Roman numeral look like they're mirroring, right? Because it's the VIIV. So this looks like a little bit of a mirroring, and it's coming out with the Lovers. Okay, so that's more mirroring. You see how they mirror each other there? The same on both sides, like this mirror, and the numbers are mirroring. So there's a little bit of that going on for those. This is a general, so that's not going to apply for everybody, but with the Queen of Pentacles, which could definitely be your energy showing up there. So let's look at this, because here we have in the past, we have this three or more people being involved in a situation, right? With this 4 of Wands, which, like I said, can talk about marriages and stuff such like that. But this says offense. One must know how to be ferocious to defend oneself when wronged. So like he's being offended. He's been wronged, right? So it's like one must know how to defend oneself when one's wronged. It's really weird. It's one of the ones that are really different than most 4 of Wands. Because I guess it talks about the stability, right? Because here, these wands are just all kind of like messy, and they look thorny, and so he is being offended. He is being hurt. But so there's some need for some type of stability here, right? There's some need for him to get a handle on those wands there. Hold on. So I've been telling all the signs, the way these are working, it's past, present, future, but it's like this could have happened yesterday or it could have happened a year ago. Whatever this past energy is, it's just the energy that is coming, it came before whatever you're dealing with this week. So it's going to definitely be different for everyone, but this is kind of like where it's stemming from, right? Like where this present energy is stemming from is this energy. So whenever it happened, you'll know for yourself. But 3 of Pentacles can talk about work situations, because again, it's 3 or more people working together for something, usually working towards a common goal. 2 major arcana cards coming out here. The Chariot and the Judgment card. So both of the Chariot and the Judgment card can both talk about ascension, because the Chariot is the balancing of the yin and the yang, the dark, the feminine and masculine, the emotions, spiritual, like it's just gaining this balance that allows you to kind of like, actually, I always say, or not always, but when it's appropriate, the Chariot is kind of like, once you gain this, you can't really, you have to be very light, energetically, emotionally. You can't be carrying a lot of baggage, because it's not, then you're not in balance, right? And you're not going to be able to travel anywhere with this Chariot energy. The Chariot is like travel. It's movement forward, right? It's movement up. It's leveling up. It's ascension, essentially. And The Judgment card can be hearing a call. It can be an awakening type of an energy. So it's almost like awakening and ascension, right? Type of an energy. But it's like making this judgment call. In this deck, it says all the choices that you have made have led you to your current circumstances, right? You see, he has this key here. He's, I don't know, it's like judgment. It's the kind of like, I almost feel like, because the Judgment comes right before the World card, which would be like closing out a big cycle, right? So it's kind of like the summary of the cycle that you've been through. It's like you've come to this point where now, you know, you're going to kind of like see what seeds have you planted, what karma have you created. You know, it's that judgment day that, and then the completion of that cycle, and you start a new cycle, right? So this would be a good one. This would be like ascension. This would be, you know, the movement forward. Now, that got kind of deep. And that's not going to be that deep for everybody, you know, but, that's 4 cards. That's a lot of cards. So we have the divine masculine energy. This would be like a masculine energy. This could be work or breaking some type of chain, something that had kept somebody stuck or bound, you know. So some type of breaking of chain. This card also, both of these cards talk about job or money, you know. So, and this represents the authorities, or isolation and loneliness, a separation that is yet to come. Maybe I'll fucking keep them. I'm just going to keep them. No, I'm not. I'm not, guys. Let's just get one. It's too many. Two threes here. 3. So when you start getting a lot of 3s, then you can start looking at maybe there being like 3 or more people involved in a situation, okay? Yes, Lord. Okay. Taurus. So here it is so far, what we got. We have possibly some type of work or group situation, possible third-party situation, okay? Something happened where there was some type of needing to be defensive, needing to defend yourself. There was, you were wrong. You were, you know, there was something here, you know, so there's this need for that. You probably made a judgment call, right? It's good though, because I just feel like there was a judgment call that was made. There was some type of, you or somebody else felt offended. They made a judgment call. The energies that are surrounding this are friendship and loyalty. Remember that anchor card came out? You know, so you, and when I said, like somebody broke free, they broke you know, where they were feeling stuck or tied to something, they broke free. And then we have this boat card, the journey card here, right? So like you would pull up anchor and take off. You've taken off. You've started this journey. You've started something. With the coming out underneath the Chariot, this ascension energy, this movement forward and onward. So it's like you were stuck. I feel like this is an energy in the past where you had been stuck. You felt like you were offended. You felt wronged, right? And so you freed yourself. Like nobody wants to feel that way. And like I said, it's related to a group thing, or like their third party situation, or just too many people being involved in a situation. There was some type of offensiveness to it. So there was like this judgment call made, and like somebody like kind of like took off, like, right? Sorry, excuse me guys, it gets hot in here. I didn't know it was going to be that loud when I opened that door though. And there was you know, the offense is all coming out under this judgment call being made, under being offended, like needing to defend yourself. And it could have to do with loyalty, right? With the dog card there. And we know that Tauruses, we value our loyalty, right? We value being able to trust people. We value friendships where, you know, there's no questioning. There's a strong sense of loyalty, right? And so I'm guessing that that's probably in some way connected to what was, you know, why you felt offended. You or somebody else. You take the energy and apply it how it goes. But somebody was offended here, and I feel like their sense of loyalty, you know, that they didn't, you know, something was damaged here, right? So their judgment call was made, and healing began, right? Healing began. For you and, you know, for the two people involved in this, because this is mirroring, like I said, I already picked up on this mirroring energy. So the judgment call that was made, it did bring in healing. It did bring in rest and regenerate, you know, like healing and regenerating. And healing, and with this type of an energy, it's like when you healing of yourself, also help healing, for those that it applies for, it was healing the person that you're connected to, right? It did bring you back to your energy, brought you back to this feeling grounded. In this deck, it says listening, knowing how to make that which belongs to others one's own. Is that what it says? Listening, to know how to make that which belongs to others one's own. Like literally almost word for word. I'm getting good with those because I haven't used these in a while. Okay. So, literally listening, knowing how to make that which belongs to others one's own. That is a form of manifesting, right? You're manifesting things for yourself. You're listening to be, okay. So this is connected a little bit. You're listening. By listening, it helps you gain understanding, right? Over here, it's like that has something to do, because it's like what good is knowledge if you don't use it, or if you don't have understanding, right? So I feel like that's something to that there. What card came out? Did a card come out? I got totally sidetracked there with that. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. You know, I noticed this with a lot of other readers too. You're like, there's fire and earth signs are always in each other's readings. Then we have all this mirroring going on, okay? And I just did, oh! My God. I did not know that card. There were two cards there. Okay. I totally just got sidetracked. Okay. It was weird. Like, I just put those forward, and I just feel like this card came out of nowhere. Okay. 222. Angel numbers there. Divine. And what I was going to say before that card came out of nowhere that way is the Queen of Pentacles was in the Sagittarius reading, and the King of Wands was in the Sagittarius reading. The Lovers was in the Sagittarius reading. And the Queen of Wands is in the same position over here in the future as the King of Wands was in the Sagittarius reading. And also the Eight of Swords was in the Sagittarius. So there's, you know, there's a lot of cards that are the same. And this card was also in the Sagittarius reading in the same position here in the middle. And it came up as kind of like supporting energy from the universe, luck, good things. I almost feel like you're gonna, this is kind of exciting, Taurus, because I feel like this week, your spirit, universe, God has a path in store for you that you don't even know about yet. Like, it's like luck is a lady tonight. Luck is favoring you, and it's like, whoop, look at this. It's like a direct access, direct pass, direct, you know, I don't know. It's just like, that's so crazy. Okay. So you got good energies coming in. Oh, thank you. I thought this was going to be really, you know, but it's okay. It is still a little, but look, 222, 222. Are you kidding me? Not only that, 222. So this would, if you, literally 3 2s. That's very significant for one. Okay. There's so much mirroring going on right here, you guys. There's so much. Can you see the way these are mirroring? There's 222. There's Vic was about to say. So this number 22 breaks down to a 4. So we literally have 2 4s right here. And then I don't know, 2 4 6. I don't know. There's a lot of freaking synchronicity just going on. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. So you just be yourself, Taurus. You just keep like staying grounded. Look, is that going into the ground? No, it's not. I thought it was. But just keep staying grounded. Stay true to like your, intuit. Look at this. The High Priestess with the Ace of Swords. That energy was also in the Sag reading. High Priestess, your intuition, your knowing, the divine feminine type energy. This, with the Ace of Swords, this flash of understanding, this clarity. Stay true to your truth. Stay true to your integrity. Stay connected to your higher self. Like, stay in tune. Yes, okay? Stay in your energy. That's what I feel like this is, you just showing up here and listening and being yourself, right? Being your nurturing self. And it's like luck is on your side here. You have the universe favoring you. You have healing happening, not just for you, but for somebody else as well. It's like whoever you're connected to, they're healing too. And I also feel like there's a bonus to this, that there's a whole new path that's going to become visible to you. Something you didn't see before, and it's spirit. It's the universe. It's bringing this in for you. So I feel very excited about this because I'm a Taurus. Okay. And there could be, there's this energy also was in the Sag reading, something ending so something new can begin. Fast forward. What's the trajectory of this, right? Because we do have the 8 of Swords here with the Star card, soul purpose, healing, wish fulfillment. Let's see what it's saying. 8 of Swords. Okay. Oh, yeah, literally. Okay, 4 of Cups came out. Ace of Wands is here. This is like a passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands can also represent like passionate stuff, right? The male phallic and stuff like that. Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card here. And underneath that is the 7 of Swords. And underneath that is the 8 of Cups. And underneath that is the 9 of Swords. So yeah. So what's going on for you? Because remember the last reading, that heavy energy that I was talking about, that I feel like that's still coming through. They're like that. Okay, it was the 3 of Swords. That's what it was. Like, you guys like saw that 3 of Swords energy, right? So, like I said, it could be connected to a Sagittarius, and I feel like maybe there's a little bit of mental conflict still possible here in the future, but what this is a warning, because this to me represents divine communication, like messages from the divine, spiritual understanding. Like the dove to me represents like angel messages. Like I just said, we have these angel numbers here to me, 222. I don't like to call them that. I don't know what to call them. I don't know what it feels right. But to know without understanding, what does it say about this woman here? To learn without understanding brings no benefit. this commitment, a relationship card here. It has the Taurus symbol on it, but this represents committed type of relationships, right? Sorry guys, I wanted to get you a better view there. This represents being closed off, somebody not accepting an offer, you or somebody else being bored or discontent with an offer, right? It's just like not really accepting any offers. It's coming out under the Eight of Swords. Next to the relationship card, the commitment card. So I almost feel like, okay, this is an energy of whatever that you went through here. It's like you received the healing from it. You're even receiving a blessing. You're even receiving like this path that's being offered to you, right? But it's like this energy of like this, be careful, because it's like, it's like you know what you've been through. You've made the judgment call. You learned a lesson, but it's like, do you understand what the lesson was about? Because it was part of your soul journey. It was part of your soul growth. So it's like really having this understanding. So maybe you're still feeling trapped by your thoughts a little bit. Still, you're a little bit not seeing something, right? Your thoughts are keeping you from seeing something. And it may be connected to the Four of Cups. This, I don't know. I'm going to get another one. That's the Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So I think the Four of Cups is somebody not accepting an offer, because this Nine of Pentacles would be a single person. The Page of Wands, it can be like this lighthearted, nothing, it's a page. It's like nothing solid, nothing serious, but it's passion and it's a little bit, right? But this is a single person energy. So to me, that would be like somebody with the Four of Cups energy. It's like they will entertain a little bit, but they're not really they're not accepting anything, right? It's not really being too excited about anything, or excited enough, or motivated enough to do anything serious or accept anything. That's the energy. And it's leaving somebody feeling trapped, right? A little bit mentally. So really kind of look back at this, what you needed healing from. Look back at this energy, what it means to you, and really find the meaning of it. Really find the lesson in it. Really kind of look for what you're not seeing, because it's like I said, it's connected to a part of your soul growth, your soul journey. There's something there that you need to kind of like learn, because the next card after the Queen of Wands would be the King, which is the master. So like once you learn this, you will come out of this Eight of Swords energy and kind of well, you will have mastered it, right? But let me see too, what is the let's sit down. Yes. Okay. Okay, I can do you one better, Taurus. I think I can even tell you, or get you at least started down the path of what this could be for you. What is the lesson? What is the thing that you're maybe not seeing? You're needing to remember who you are. It's like, see, she's over here, like the Eight of Swords, the mental of this. Look at this. You're the Empress, right? Everything is connected anyway. Remember that there is no separation. We're all always connected, for one. And also, okay, remember that it's like she's over here looking this way. She's looking at the physical world. She's looking at this commitment, where there's this disconnect as well. I'm getting that again. There's this disconnect from I guess what she's looking at. So there's this feeling that's leaving, this trapped feeling. It's like longing for, I don't know. It's just almost like I'm not wanting this offer, right? But so I feel like these two birds are coming out on each side of this. Like it looks like this. So I feel like this is the physical, the 3D, right? And here's the spiritual, the divine communication, right? And the divine communication, the lesson to be learned, the understanding to be had is that you have this divinity. Remember who you are. It's like you're juggling too many other like people's opinions. You're juggling too many other things. And it's like you need to remember who you are. Your soul growth. You have a lot of divinity within you. So you already know that. That's the thing. It's like you already know that, but it's like still allowing yourself to get trapped in the loop of the mental loop of like why this isn't happening. Why is this discontent? Why is this separation? Why is this relationship? Why is this commitment? Whatever it is, why is this relationship not leveling up? Why is this relationship not happening at all? Why is there this disconnect? Why is this separation here? It's because you need to, part of the reason, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's just kind of like understanding. It's like you know this, you have this knowledge, now apply it. Understand what the purpose, like understand your divinity, understand just remembering who you are, right? So there, oh, thank you, Spat. So yeah, so maybe, yeah, this is going to apply differently for everybody. But, like, I feel like you're not remembering who you are, but this, what is going on with you this week, Taurus? What was this whole reading about? Oh my God. What? Okay, hold on. There's definitely something here to you remembering who you are. I think what's happening is just like, that's, okay, thank you, Spirit. They're wanting to make you aware, Taurus, this week, that what's happening for you is beautiful. You have the universe coming in to support you and to even open up a new path for you. You have healing going on. But moving forward, pay attention. Don't be distracted by the feelings of separation. Don't be distracted by relationships. It's like really don't get caught up in your head about the relationship or the separation. Because you're missing a message. You're missing, this divine message. The message of your divinity. The lessons, there's something within the lesson that you're missing, basically. I want one more. Again, the Strength card. Self-love. Okay, yes. Remembering who you are, like I said. I'm trying to remember what the message was. There was somebody else that I heard talking about this, and I want to say it was for Taurus. It was like, because the only reason I remember it is, it might have been like not too long ago, but not too recent. She kept saying like, she didn't want to say royalty, but that was the word she kept getting for it. And I feel, I just felt that way with this. It's like, you're not seeing yet your own divinity. You have not fully remembered yet who you are. And I feel like you're being a bit distracted and blinded by connections and relationships and feelings of separation. And it's not allowing you to fully understand the gravity of what's coming in for you and the gravity of who you truly are, because you are being blinded and caught up with like other people and what they're doing, and what roles they're playing, and what role you play to them, and what connection you have to them. So don't get caught up in that. Really try to bring yourself back to center, and you know, pray and meditate and kind of get grounded so that you will be able to see, you know, the lesson and the full scope of what's going on with you with these energies right now. Okay. And because we have the Strength card and the High Priestess, and then we have the Strength card with the Ace of Cups here. So that's what, like, it's like really needing to have willpower and tame. What I'm getting with this is taming your emotions, taming your desires, taming your own will, and allowing, you know, to co-create with the universe, allowing everything to just unfold naturally. Okay, because we know. Okay, thank you. God, these messages. We are in a retrograde. Is it? I don't know if is it fucking Mercury retrograde? I feel like these messages are like, they're coming out and they're good messages, but it's just like taking forever to get to it. But they're coming out good. Like, I feel like I'm being confirmed over and over again throughout these messages. But yeah, it's really, I think you're really leveling up, and you are coming into a sense of mastery and a lot of soul growth and remembering who you are and your own divinity, and really coming into removing the illusion that you are separate from anything and anyone. But just still being, there's something that you're just not quite seeing yet within the full scope, like I said. And you're needing to kind of like, you know, tame your emotions and tame your desires. Okay. But other than that, it's like you got such good stuff coming in, Taurus. And this was just for a week. And that was, I feel like this was like, whew, you know? But exciting, because you have like I feel like you have like a surprise. That felt very much like a surprise, the way that path opened up there with that path card, the number 22, which is also a master number. There it is again. Thank you. So it's like, I feel like you're coming into some sort of mastery, and it's just like you have this last little bit to understand, this last little bit of knowledge that you're gathering. And then you're coming into like a mastery, some type of mastery coming on. You're almost there, Taurus, and it's progress on the path for sure. Okay. Thank you so much. Check back with me next week. Hit the like button on your way out. Aquarius. What do you need to know about this week? The energies coming in this week. Past for Aquarius. Spirit, please guide me to Aquarius. The water bearer, right? You know what? Aquarius is always used to kind of confuse me, because it's the water bearer. You know, it's air energy, but there's water. Aquarius is very different. I love Aquarius. I actually have it tatted on me, and I am not an Aquarius. So, yeah, Aquarius, you guys are very unique. All right, present. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the past. So this is going to be where this current energy is stemming from, right? Present energy, current energy. Okay. Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups. Okay. That's nice energy. Future. Damn. Alrighty then. Scorpionic energy with the Death card flying out there. Big transformation. I mean, listen. We have an ace and a 10 here. That's a beginning and a completion. this could be some type of truth that's communicated, some type of clarity that, you know, the truth brings clarity, brings a new beginning, brings emotional fulfillment, brings completion, emotion, you know, like happy, some type of happy ending. The truth brings a happy ending. I don't know. It's really weird. It's just like a whole cycle here where the truth brings in this emotional completion, this emotional fulfillment. And like I said, this feels like a full cycle right here, or something coming full circle. And then like a transformation. Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's see what it says. Two nines. Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands with the Three of Pentacles, okay? And then the Scorpionic card, the Scorpio card. No, that's number 13, which would break down to 4. Never mind. Okay, Aquarius. Wheel of Fortune. The Emperor. There's 2 major arcanas right there. 3 major arcanas. Now we do have 2 threes. We have 2 nines, 2 tens, and 2 threes, and 2 fours. Oh my God. And we have the Empress and the Emperor. This is a divine, I mean, this is like a counterparts. This is a matching pair, divine, feminine and masculine, right? Holy shit, Aquarius. What? What? That is crazy right there. This, like, remember when I said this feels like a cycle right here with the Ace and the 10? The Wheel of Fortune. This is a cycle. This is a karmic cycle. This is a relationship. This is a, could be divine or destined, right? It's big. It's big. It's huge. Okay. Scorpio energy is quite literally, by definition, change and conflict. This is changing and improving in this deck, the Five of Wands. But fives are numbers of change and conflict, right? But this is working on oneself, cleaning and purifying, renewing, getting better, right? To improve oneself. This is working on yourself and improving yourself. This is transformation. Okay, let's get into this. In the past, where this current energy is stemming from, that's huge right here for the energy for this week, okay, guys? We have this Nine of Pentacles, which sometimes it represents, I'm being drawn to this wolf here too. It could be significant for somebody, but the Nine of Pentacles, this is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It talks about self-sufficiency, abundance, material things. It's seen sometimes as a single person card because it is somebody who is very self-sufficient and very abundant by themselves, okay? More earth energy with the Three of Pentacles. This, in this deck, Three of Pentacles can be like a work card because it's like 3 or more people kind of working together for a common goal or teamwork, you know, that type of an energy, building. But in this deck, it says it's something about something not being deserved, or it's hard to rest on one's own laurels when they are undeserved. Ability. It is not easy to rest on one's laurels if they are undeserved. So this, I mean, this is Pentacles. So this is your gains, your, you know, this is also like your, how stable you are, right? So it's like kind of like not easy to balance or be stable if if they're undeserved. So that's interesting. This is interesting. Okay, hold on. Try to speed these up a little bit. Aquarius, these readings have been really long. More earth energy, Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands, which talks about surrendering and understanding that covering your own ass does not guarantee success. You see how he's trying to cover his ass with his wands there, and it looks painful, and it looks quite uncomfortable, and it looks hard to do, and it looks like a burden, right? Because the next card after the 9 of Wands is the 10 of Wands, which is laying down burdens. So this looks to be like getting to a point where you're carrying, it's almost like you're carrying too much here. Six of Pentacles talks about balance. It's a kind of like, it can be seen as a gift. It's a helping, you know, it's generosity. It's helping. Number 19, which would break down to a 10 as well. Okay. This card represents isolation and loneliness. It can represent a separation that is yet to come. Okay. This does not have to be a relationship. This is a pair. But this can definitely be within yourself, your masculine and feminine energies right here, okay? Because how I'm seeing this, Aquarius, is it's like your abundance here, there's something about it where it while there's abundance here or whatever, there's an element of it being uncomfortable. There's an element of it being a burden. It's like you're carrying around too much. And it's also almost like your energy is going in too many different directions. And it's not comfortable. And I feel like it's not balanced. And there's just something here where you're maybe carrying the burden of other people's stuff. And it's almost like, yeah, this card says it's uneasy to rest on something when it's undeserved, but it's also almost uneasy to be uneasy. Yeah, it's almost uneasy to carry around the burden. Like with the Six of Pentacles, and you see how there's like, you know, Six of Pentacles can be there. It's not just like money or material things. It's also like it can be energetic. So it's like almost like the energy, you see how they're all going in different directions, these mice. It's like, I feel like your energy was being dispersed in too many directions, and it was hard to build, right? Anything. It was like you have enough, it's like you have abundance, but it's being poured out in too many different directions. So it's hard to build, right? And it's leaving you kind of in an uncomfortable position. So there was a need maybe for you to take some time, some separation, right? Leading to, I've been telling all the signs, this is going to be different for everyone. This is just where this current energy is stemming from. So this could have been yesterday, or it could have been yesteryear, a year ago, right? But here with you guys, okay, seems to be where this is stemming from is something where you, like I said, your energy, your time, your money, your assets were being, you know, you had this source of abundance, you have this abundance, but it was being, you weren't able to build, right? It was, like I said, it was going out in too many different directions. So here presently we have some type of clarity about this, and we also have some type of emotional fulfillment coming in, as well as these two equal energies, which could definitely be the masculine and feminine within yourself, the energies coming into an alignment, coming into balance. Now, this could also be seen as like where you were single in the past and your time, your energy, and your assets were being given out to too many different people, right? And we're here, like you're coming into some type of truth. You're coming into some type of understanding and clarity, right? That's going to bring in happiness. The 10 of Cups is happiness. It's like this, the wheel is turning for you this week, and it's bringing in clarity. It's bringing in happiness. It could be bringing in a counterpart, or it could just be bringing in, like I said, the balancing within self. It's definitely leading to a transformation and progress. Okay, growth, transformation, growth, progress. The Moon card. There's another major, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas in a row with this. The Moon represents things that are hidden, coming to light. They represent the subconscious. They represent, it represents kind of like, you know, oh, it is. Okay. You see here how her reflection is in the water. So that she's above water here. You know, this is the conscious, the physical. But here in the water represents emotions. You know, it's deeper. It's the emotional side. It's the subconscious. The reflection, her reflection here. This is, you know, so I feel like this definitely could be with self, you know, balancing and kind of like, what's the word? Integrating the shadow side aspects of self, integrating the conscious and subconscious, integrating the masculine and the feminine within you, which is going to lead to a bunch of, like, I feel like you're coming into happiness, you're coming into clarity and understanding. Like I said, things are being revealed to you with this Moon energy. Okay, so this is good for you guys this week. There could be a little bit of regret or sadness around a sexual encounter or a relationship. Be aware of that. Okay. But definitely overall, present energy is understanding and clarity, happiness, integration, you know, maybe some things, understanding better some things about yourself or someone else. But it is causing transformation. It's causing growth. It could be causing something, an aspect of your life or of a relationship to end, so that, you know, something new can be born, something new can rise, an ending for a new beginning. Within self, some aspect of yourself could be kind of like, you know, ending, and a new thing is coming, because, you know, you're cleaning, you're purifying, you're being you know, with this energy here, this 5, this change. There's change, renewal, I like it, transformation. The old me is dead and gone, Aquarius. The Magician. I think you are revealing, either something is being revealed to you, something about yourself, something about somebody else is being revealed to you, something about yourself is being revealed to you. Like there's something here to this mask here. It's like the mask is coming off, right? You're able to see underneath the mask. You're able to see something. The Moon again. Karmic shit again. This is almost like the karmic wheel here. The Wheel of Fortune, this karmic. Because this represents karmic cycles. Or that you're going to be tested karmically. This represents, I feel like this is successful completion of a karmic cycle because it's the Moon. And it also, it's a card of success. It's a card of success. It represents also intuition, psychic abilities, and stuff like that. So I feel like this is successful completion of some type of karmic cycle where here things were revealed to you, right, about yourself and about possibly relationships, right, where things were kind of regretful or something went wrong, right? So there's something you've learned here, which entails the growth, right? The transformation and the growth. And you're just bettering yourself, right? It's really helping you become like manifest. What other? There was 3 cards that. Okay, yeah, this one did. It's look underneath that, just like the death card, the coffin card. Something ending, so something new can begin. Underneath, there's a rebirth here. There's transformation. Underneath that is the sun, which actually indicates a birth, a new beginning. Source energy. Same energy as the Scorpio card there. I mean, the death card. Okay? So it's just more confirmation coming through that you're going through a big transformation coming up, right? Here, there's this balancing and uncovering of self, balancing and clarity, like we already talked about. Here, the transformation and the change is happening and successful completion. The wheel is definitely turning in your favor here. This represents health, all of life itself, deep roots, ancestry, family, past lives to me, you know, with this tree card. So I feel like this is a karmic cycle that you completed that goes beyond this life. It's something that you've maybe been working on in multiple lives. So it's big transformation. It's a big growth. It's big, beautiful Aquarius. And it was, thank you so much for not being a super hard reading to get out. That was pretty simple compared to the other ones. You guys hit the like button on your way out and check back with me next week. This was a good reading for you guys. Okay.